show and having him around me all the time. It's not his fault. I mean, he's doing his job. Even now I had to go yell at him. He was following me into the studio for me to open the show. I said, you've got to do my makeup, you got to do my hair, and then you got to leave. You just got to leave me alone, right?
Yeah.
But he's saying he has to keep doing things to me throughout the show.
He has to watch you put on the headphones?
Yeah, I don't know even... Ralph, explain to me why you were following me into the studio. I have to do a show.
Because I thought that might be it. I was looking at the show last night.
Yeah.
And I noticed at some points your hair was behind the headphones, and other times it was falling a little bit freer.
If he would just tell me how he wants my hair in the headphones just once, and then that would be it. I would know what to do.
Now he's not going to come in.
Now he won't come in. That's the story of my life. When I want him in, he's not. You seem to have no problems. I see you putting on your own makeup and you look beautiful. I mean,
well, thank you.
Ralph, I mean, at some point you gotta know when to disappear. I mean, I'm walking into the studio to do my show and you're right behind me.
I know, but I just wanted to like fix you so you looked okay.
But how can you fix me while I'm talking?
Well, I didn't know you were going to be talking. I just kind of wanted to see what you were doing. I just wanted to see what was going on before you went on there. I just wanted to make sure you looked okay.
I know, but there's nothing you can do. I go right on the air.
Like I would have pulled that hair on the side back a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not going to work. I mean, every break he's in here fixing my hair and my makeup, and I can't concentrate.
Yeah.
He's making me cuckoo. The only thing I can concentrate on is how annoyed I am by Ralph. Like, I'm even reading the paper while Ralph makes me up, and it's just annoying.
Which is very funny. Have they gotten a shot of that yet?
Yeah, well... Yeah, they have, but nobody knows what to make of it.
I didn't say anything this morning.
No, you didn't. It's just annoying.
Just that I'm there.
Yeah. It's just hard to collect your thoughts while another guy is in the room with you, especially one as obsessed as you.
Obsessed with what?
You exude annoyance. Let's just put it that way.
I'm living annoyance.
Yeah, you're living annoyance.
Tom came by this morning. He said, why don't you have Ralph work on your makeup?
Why? Is that a hint? He doesn't like your makeup?
Oh, then he immediately corrected himself and said, oh, no, that's not a knock. Not that you don't look good. I was just wondering why Ralph doesn't work on you.
Why does Tom get involved? Tom is a moron. If you're happy doing your makeup, why would he create a further problem for me?
He has no idea what Ralph does. He has no idea about anything.
No.
He comes in and stirs things up.
Because he's a moron. And morons, when they are here to interfere, only a moron can interfere. Only morons can screw my life up.
Stop and ask. I know what I'm doing. If I wanted somebody to do my makeup, they'd be here.
It's called meaningless conversation.
I see. Because they have to stop you for this. It wasn't like I was engaging Tom in conversation.
Right. No, it's 90% of people are morons and have nothing to say, so they just blurt open their mouths and only create problems. Let's say you were out of your mind or something and you went, yeah, I should have makeup from Ralph? Oh, where's my makeup from Ralph? You know what I mean? He just doesn't know how to behave.
I told him not to be a moron.
Fred, could I have louder music, please? Thank you.
Fred's in a groove. Leave him alone.
Oh, okay, Fred. You're doing a good job.
This one's your control.
Oh, I see. Oh, you set the level. Okay. Thank you. Because I tell you, Ralph is really annoying. And it's even annoying that Ralph is like now part of the open of the show because he's involved with me, and then all of a sudden he's following me in. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, he's just in the way, so you can't think of anything else.
I get, at some point, I get up out of the chair, you should say, okay, man, you're done. No, I get done, and then I got a guy following me into the studio.
I've had people do my makeup before, and they don't then follow me around everywhere.
I know. Then disappear.
They don't do touch-up, Robin?
Yes, they do touch-up,
you
but
just
they
finished.
don't
How
do
could you
it
do
right
touch-up?
after they finish.
You just, a touch-up maybe in 2. I said to him, today we're going to try something new, Ralph. You'll be allowed to come in at around 8 o'clock and touch me up. Other than that, I don't want to see you.
I have a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Instead of following him into the studio, he comes in, he says a good morning, and then he goes to commercial.
Yeah, that's when you touch me up.
If you needed to check him to make sure that, for the final look-through, he was all right.
Robin, I got a better story for you.
Robin, that's a great idea. Thank you. That's what I'll do from now on.
I have a better scenario. He disappears after he does my makeup at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's all done. Done my hair, he's done the makeup. Let him go into the TV room where they're shooting now, where they look at all the monitors.
That's an even better solution.
If he sees a problem, come in here at 6:05 when I take a break.
That's even better.
And touch me up. And if there's no problem,
stay out.
Stay out.
That's exactly.
I know it's really, it's boring sitting back there, but that's your job.
That is boring, but all right, maybe I overdo it sometimes, but I'm just trying to do my job.
I know you are,
right.
but at some point,
sure your hair looks okay.
my job is to be funny on the radio. I can't do it with you annoying me every minute. I'm going to tell you, you're driving me crazy. Get out. My actual shadow is less persistent than Ralph. My actual shadow.
Jackie's up.
Get out of the room. You're a moron.
I told you not to be stupid.
You're a moron. You're almost as stupid as Tom, but not quite as stupid. Tom is the stupidest individual I know. Tom really is a moron. He's an imbecile. He's an imbecilic moron.
Now, you're just saying that in general.
Yeah, not even about your makeup.
Sorry.
He's just a moron.
Did he bother you at some point yesterday or something?
Yeah. He bothers me everything gets back to me. He whispers into Gary's ear about things that I shouldn't be doing on the radio. He's an imbecilic moron who embarrasses me to no end. And if he is not out of my life in a few weeks, I'm getting out of here. I want out because of Tom. It's very nice that we have a TV show now. It's very nice we have a radio show and we're heard throughout the country. My dream has come true. We've, in a sense, thwarted the FCC by getting this show on television. We're reaching millions of homes. But Tom is much dumber than OJ Simpson, and I can't deal with dumb people because my career has come too far, progressed too far to deal with the likes of someone stupider than OJ Simpson.
Well, what do you plan to do?
I plan to take off my glasses. I realize how bad I must look. What do I plan to do?
About Tom?
I don't know. I don't know. I got to find... And now I got a couple of weeks of free time where...
Is there no way to control him?
No. He's out of control. He's been left... I've been left to deal with Tom on a daily basis. I've been abandoned by my station, the owners of the station. I've been left to deal with this horrible situation. And I feel abandoned by my company. I feel no discussion exists with my company, and I am floating out here on my own. I'm on the ledge with a rope around my neck, and nobody is sensing it. No one in the company senses it. But that's okay. I'm gone. They've beaten the love of radio out of me. I can't stand being here, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And I can't stand it.
I thought it was a nice move yesterday. You keep putting your glasses on and off. Yesterday, you had the shades on.
Yeah.
And
where are
then
my
when you
shades?
tried to read, you'd have to put them up on your forehead.
I can't see anything.
What is the purpose of that? I thought they were for the look, and now they're sitting in the middle of his forehead. I guess that's a look.
Ralph told me it looked cool anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess he couldn't say anything else.
Yeah. What are you going to say? I got to be able to read. Now I look better, don't I? Hey, let's take some phone calls. Let me take a quick break. We'll take some phone calls. I want to hear how people like the E! Show. I heard it was real good last night.
It's very futuristic.
Yeah, I know.
They're on MTV. They're looking for the TV show of the future. You know, they got that James at 21 or whatever it's called that you can only watch for about 10 seconds because after you notice that it's visually interesting, you realize that there's no story.
Yeah, there's no content.
Yeah. Well, this really looks like the future.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm real excited about it. I like some of the reviews that we got on it, too, and it really is a work in progress. It's only going to get better. Like yesterday's TV show was about OJ Simpson, and I wanted them to mix in footage of OJ Simpson, you know, in the chase and everything while we were talking, but they didn't do it. They don't do what I say yet.
No, but they did have pictures.
Yeah, well, that was my concept, but to do that, but I only got half of it through. They kind of lost steam when it came to throwing in OJ clips.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to get a channel of communication open between me and E. I got to get people calling me and telling me what's going on. Hey, Scott, come in here. Scott Einziger. He is the guy from E!
That you should be communicating with?
I think him and John Reiber. Scott, what happened? I left you in a meeting and I said, get me, you guys you own stuff of O.J. Simpson on his car chase and all that stuff. What happens after I say mix in O.J. Simpson and then it doesn't happen? What happens? Does anybody care or they just forget?
I know that they were trying to turn around the show pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I know that.
There might have been some legal issues with the footage. And
no, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. There was no legal issue. It was shot by E! What's the difference? What legal? Everyone and his mother is running this footage. I'm not. I'm the only one who can't run it.
Yeah. That's always the way it is, though.
You must have had a date last night. You and your girlfriend must have had you must have had a date, so you didn't care.
They were putting the footage back in L.A. It wasn't here. It wasn't done in New York.
So what happens? Who do you tell there should be footage?
There's producers in New York.
And you tell them where to put the footage?
Yes.
And then they just don't do it.
Put in OJ.
Yeah.
Put in Al Michaels.
OJ footage, video footage.
Right, yes. That's what they were told.
And they told where to put it in.
Yes.
And they just don't do it. And then they don't call you and say, we're not going to do it. They don't tell you why.
I did not know.
They don't even care. Nobody calls anybody.
We need to sort that out.
And you don't watch, so you don't know.
I can't get E.
Not you, him.
I have no idea. Do you watch
it? Too late to watch? Too late by the time.
Did you call?
By the time the show's airing, I'm
No, but did you call to find out why it didn't happen?
No, we're going to call this morning.
Here's what's got to happen. When there's something as important as that goes on, and they say, yeah, well, we'll see if we can get to it, you call me.
Okay.
And I will bust balls.
What if it's late? What if it's real late?
How late is it going to be? How could it can't be later than 8 o'clock?
Yeah, were you in bed?
So it's got to be, what, 4 o'clock? I'm in bed?
I don't know.
No. Come on. Don't be a wise ass. Get out of here now before you embarrass yourself. I like you, so don't... Scott's got weird chest hair. Hey, dude, you got to...
Weird chest hair?
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have his kind of chest hair. I've got bad chest hair, but he's
What's
got...
weird
just
about
sit down. He's like one of those guys who has to he has to shave all the way down to his chest hair.
Oh, really? It's growing out of his chest?
Yeah, look. You see what I'm talking about? It's like a rug on his... Look at it.
All of a sudden there's a line?
Yeah, like there's a
where
straight
the forest
line.
starts?
Yeah. He's like a wolf. I had a teacher who had that in school.
Oh, yeah.
His chest hair used to come all the way up to like his Adam's apple.
And it looks like a circle.
Yeah, and they cut it in like a circular fashion.
Yeah, that looks natural.
And I used to see the guy and I go, if I ever get chest hair, I just don't want that. Because it looks like a grass growing up around you.
It looks like a chia pet.
Yeah, it looks like a free sweater. You know what I mean? Scott's a good-looking guy, so it's good that he has a problem with his chest hair.
That hair is trying to obscure his look.
Yeah, right. What do? Like you clip it?
I guess it sorts out when I'm shaving.
What, do you shave all the way down to your chest hair, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
Plenty. What do you mean you don't know? Of course you know. What happens?
It works out like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think would be better if it starts growing up? And
why don't you just see as an experiment how high your chest hair can grow up and like let your beard grow down and we'll see if there's any break in the hair.
It's like Rapunzel. It'll be growing out of his shirt and trailing down to his toes.
It's like close to ape.
We could braid it together then when they start fusing.
Yeah, it's wild. I never want that chest hair is pretty lethal. I've got bad chest hair.
And as you get older, don't you get more hair?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a young guy. How old are you, Scott?
27.
Oh, by the time you're 40. That hair's just going to be up around your chin. There's going to be no cutting it back. It's going to be like a chia pet.
You'll have a chin rest.
When it rains, it'll grow even further out of your... Oh, it's awful. Chest hair is awful. Body hair is awful. I hate body hair.
I guess men have body hair out of control.
You bet. I got to take a break, or else the idiot will come running in here and telling me I'm behind. So I'm no longer calling Tom. It's now just the idiot.
Oh, dear.
Hey, Robin, why isn't someone else doing your makeup? What are you starting trouble for, Tom?
How could that be trouble? That only implies that I don't think about myself, that I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And I haven't thought this out.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know there was going to be a TV show and decide what I want to do about it.
By the way, just for the record, your makeup is very good. Tom, please, I'm had it with you. I want you out of my life.
So nice to you this morning.
No, I'm not in love with you, my friend. You're a pawn caught in the middle, but
Absolutely.
I tell you something, I'm not buying that anymore.
Rook to square 3.
Everyone's in on my show. What is it? What can I do for you?
Well, anything else you want to say about me?
No.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll say it behind your back where I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable saying it with you in the studio.
That.
Thank you.
That's why I figured I'd come in.
Just stay out. I never want to see you till later. That's not happening on the show. That's not happening on the show. Oh, it's happening, pal. Pally of mine. Don't you tell me what I can do. I hate you. I hate radio. I hate radio on TV. I hate everything. I hate Scott's chest hair. I hate that I tell Scott to put pictures of OJ Simpson in and they're not in the show. And very soon, I'll be making an announcement that I hate movies.
Oh, dear.
All right, thank you. It's just a matter of time.
You hate everything.
I'm a man who hates every medium. I hate film, movies, film, TV, radio.
And the stage.
stage. I also hate books. All right, thank you. We'll be back right after these words. Let me take a short break. We'll get to your phone calls right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
I think of Ice Draft beer as a food supplement, quite frankly. I don't even think of it as beer.
It's vitamins to you.
I do. I think of it as like health. They should just call it health beer. It's got all good stuff in it. All the essential food groups are represented in that one bottle. There's carbohydrates, protein, vitamin A, something like that, I think.
Vitamin A.
It seems like very healthy. I don't know why.
I know it tastes good.
It tastes like health, and it gives you a good buzz. This is something I need to mellow out with, a buzz. What do I want to do here? There's some girls who want to get naked, and there's a whole issue with that.
An issue?
Oh, it used to be more fun when cameras weren't in here.
Well, they're not going to tape that, are they?
I guess.
They're going to tape it. I don't know if they're going to use it.
Yeah, they're uptight over there. They might use some of it.
The crew is excited.
The crew. The crew all happy.
Put the camera on there.
Yeah.
I went in, I said, naked women today, and they all perked up, and the guy goes, which one? I said, more than one, and they're all like, ooh.
Which one? Like, who would they know?
Yeah, which one? No, there's some...
regulars.
That guy who came down last week who brought that stripper with him, he came back again with another girl. And then there's some other girl who called up yesterday wants to be naked in here. What's her name?
She's an aerobics instructor from Dallas.
Yeah.
Just got into town and wants to see you.
She's just dying to get naked?
Yeah.
I know, Robin, I can't believe it. There are so many women who are just dying to get naked for this show.
You know what, Robin, you look at us every day as just regular guys. There's a lot of women out there. We're studs.
Robin gets so annoyed.
I'm not annoyed. It just amazes me.
You know, a lot of women work out and they're anxious to show us their bodies.
Right.
And they know we enjoy it.
I can't imagine that.
They want to give us pleasure. We give them pleasure every day, making them laugh. They want to give us pleasure.
Okay.
Plus, it's good for me to see some naked girls. You know, I'm always casting for my movie.
Sure.
I have to find that.
Even after it's done.
There's a sequence of dream girls that I need in the movie,
yes.
so I'll certainly want to.
And I'm sure you'll take them from the girls off the street who come into the studio.
Why not? You never know. You can make a discovery.
It could happen, but it won't.
Hey, that's how they found some of these actresses drinking sody at the at the sody pop stop.
Yeah,
Did you see that scam they ran for Baywatch the other day?
Yeah.
It was like open call.
Yeah.
They had like thousands of women in bikinis.
I know. And meanwhile, none of them will get in. Let me take a few phone calls. What do you have for us? What is that? This is pretty funny. Fafa Fooey was reading this article to me during the news. I mean, during the commercials. And it was pretty cool.
Tom and Roseanne were hired by Slim Fast.
Oh, yeah.
To lose 40 pounds apiece.
Right.
Given $1 million. And, you know, I guess they wait till they get thin before they, you know, start doing the commercials. So the people from Slim Fast go to the house one day just to check up on how they're doing.
How come, like, Slim Fast can get to go to Roseanne and Tom's house, like...
Because they gave them money.
Yeah, they gave them $1 million.
Yeah, I know, but that's kind of weird. I mean, like, why would you want them at your house? You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty bold move. We're going to go check up on Roseanne and Tom at their house.
Was it a surprise meeting?
Well, it just says here that the shrewd Arnolds had Slim Fast products stocked throughout their kitchen, but they hadn't been using it.
Right.
They decided they didn't like the taste of it.
Right.
So they had it stocked all over the place, and then Tom started to make a Slim Fast, but
they didn't like the taste of it. Like
yeah,
a liquid drink is going to taste like unbelievable to them.
Like a milkshake.
And like they're going to stick to the regimen anyway. Yeah.
So Tom starts making a Slim Fast, but he starts making it all wrong. You know, he puts in too much Slim Fast and starts using whole milk and everything.
So I guess they got wise to the fact that he didn't even use the product.
Right. So then it says Tom also showed Roseanne a way to stand on scales so it looked as though she were losing weight. I don't know how you do that.
Come to my house and show me that one.
Isn't he the same guy who married Roseanne and pretended to look like he was in love with her? I mean, I think the guy knows a lot of scams.
So the people from Slim Fast asked for their money back.
Right.
Because they could see that nothing was happening. And Roseanne said she's going to tell them that if they sued her for the money back, because she hasn't given it back yet, she's going to tell everybody, and God knows when Roseanne speaks, people listen, that their product tastes lousy and doesn't work.
You know what that is? That is so despicable. That is so dishonest. That is such blackmail. If you hire Roseanne Barr to use your product, and she says in good faith, I'm going to use it, and you pay her $1 million just to use that garbage, at Slim Fast. She better use that garbage.
No, that's not the way it works.
Not with her anyway. Where's her honor? If you take back my $1 million, I'm gonna tell everyone how sucky your product is. Like these are bad people. Like they've done something wrong. All Slim Fast did was say, hey, please,
we want to make you rich.
We want to make you richer. Just would you be willing to use the product? Yes, I'll use the product. And then when they give her the product, I don't like it. Why didn't you taste it before you took the $1 million?
You seem surprised that she has no honor.
I mean, good Lord. But she's the one who gets on all these shows and talks about parents. Her parents had no honor, and this one in the marriage doesn't have honor, and the network executives have no honor. And so, she presents herself as someone who's fighting for rights. She's fighting for nobody.
She's fighting for Roseanne.
And my husband deserves a show. After all, so many men who get shows fight for their girlfriends to get shows. You know, it's just like, well, where's your honor? You're talking about you're one of the working people.
All they were saying to her was, don't eat like a pig for a few weeks and we'll give you $1 million.
Oh, that's impossible when you say to a pig, don't eat like a pig.
Yeah, how's a pig supposed to not eat like a pig?
Right. This is a woman who has no discipline. That's terrible. That's a terrible article. Never bring that up to me again until I need to hear it again.
Okay.
What else did you have in that pile?
I was watching that show Cops the other night.
Yeah, what was so good about that?
They had a guy handcuffed in the back seat.
Yeah.
You talk about, like, the disgusting people the cops have to deal with.
Yeah.
So they had this guy handcuffed, and he kept spitting on the cops.
Yeah.
You know, hocking big loogies on him. So they took his T-shirt, and it was wearing a T-shirt, and they folded it over his head. And it was just funny to say.
The cops folded a T-shirt over the guy's head?
Yeah, in other words, they pulled the T-shirt over his head so he couldn't spit anymore. And the guy had his
That's pretty funny.
And the guy had a handcuff on. He was like trying to wrestle out of his T-shirt.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. I haven't been watching Cops for a while. It just comes on opposite hard copy.
Yeah.
And I've been getting into that lately.
I feel torn.
Yeah, it's tough decision. And I'm not going to start taping Cops. I refuse to start videotaping Cops. How do you do it? As long as we got a camera in here, how did the cops put the T-shirt over his head?
I'm not wearing a T-shirt. Jackie,
yes, you are.
Can I show it on Jackie?
That's a T-shirt. That's close enough. Just let me see.
Doesn't that stretch a little bit?
For TV, put the T-shirt up. That's great. Staring at your belly, man. It's funny.
I know. That's why I was trying to use Jackie.
Can you stay like that for the rest of the show?
No.
Whenever you come in,
Gary.
I like you better like that. He's not distracting me. Let me take a few phone calls. People are anxious to talk to us. Teach Ralph to put his T-shirt over his head. You're on the air.
Yeah.
This is New York. You're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
This isn't Howard, is it? How you doing, Howard? How you doing, Robin? Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to let you know that I like the new show.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's great. And the one bummer was last night is I didn't get home at 8 o'clock, and I got home at 11, and it was the show from Saturday night again.
Oh.
No, it shouldn't be. They ran a new show yesterday.
Well, I don't know. Again, I don't know what they did at 8, but
I don't know what they're doing either. No one's telling me anything, and I'm really getting annoyed. Scott, come in and tell me why they ran a repeat at 11. Why didn't they run this same show from 8 o'clock?
Now, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I happened to wake up, and it was the one you wore a black vest yesterday.
Yes.
I caught the end of it, just the credits, and that was on at 2 o'clock.
Tell me the schedule for E, for those of us who get it. How come you get it in New York? I don't get it. I got a call from, listen to this, Dallas. In the Dallas market, there's a big chain that was about to put the E network on cable.
Mm-hmm.
And then they heard that I was coming on. They used it as an excuse. They said, no, we're not going to put it on. So in Dallas, as a result, a lot of people aren't getting the TV show.
They stopped a whole network.
Yeah, the cable, some imbecile who owns the cable franchise out there feels that he has the right to tell people what they can see. It's unbelievable. People want this E network, they want this show, they want these cable channels, and the cable companies are such bums that they keep it from the people. And you know why? Because it gives them a little bit of power.
Everybody's looking for it. Everybody wants to be able to say no.
There's a bunch of channels that I'd like to get. I know Cablevision on Long Island. I am fed up with them. And they keep saying, if you tell us where Howard lives, we can pipe it specially into his house. And I said, no. It's killing me that I can't get the E network and I can't see our show because I'd like to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I refuse to be treated special. That's baloney. Give the whole Long Island The E! Network.
Yeah, if they can give it to you, they can give it to everybody.
Of course they can. That's my point. They keep saying, well, we can give it to him. Well, who am I? The Pope?
The Shah.
The Shah? I'm not looking for it just in my house. Put it all on Long Island, then I'll be happy.
It was funny. I was in a cab yesterday, and a bus went by, and it had a big FX commercial or poster ad on the side of the bus. And I said, why are they advertising that in Manhattan? We can't get that.
Yeah, well, because they're stupid.
Last night, Fran had decided to run, since it was the premiere night, to run the OJ show first. We repeated the Ranger show at 11.
Why?
I don't know why. But starting tonight, the new show will always be at 11.
The premiere.
Right,
No, what do you mean the new show will be at 11?
The new show
is at 11.
At 11.
And what about what runs at 8?
The new show
would be a repeat from the day before.
Oh, okay.
Probably the OJ show.
I see.
To get the system going.
So in other words, what Scott is saying is, if you missed the OJ show, you can tune in tonight at 8 o'clock.
Right.
And then at 11 o'clock will be the show from this day.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, I'm a first-time caller. If I can get my quacks from Fred.
Hold on. Fred just woke up. Give him a second. Let me get the sleep out of
No
his
nuts
eyes.
yet, huh?
There you go. Okay, very
got
good.
your quacks.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, now I understand the schedule.
I didn't understand the schedule before now.
Well, actually, it's going to change in weeks to come because some days we might have 3 or 4 shows out of one show, and, for the next 4 days you might not see something from that day. You understand? It's going to get all jumbled up anyway. You never know what you're going to see, but you know what times it airs, and you check out and see what's on. So, hi, you're on the air in Orlando.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How's it going?
Good. Is everyone sick of OJ yet? I'm not. I was fascinated.
I can't get enough. Last night I was sitting there with my clicker, just clicking around the dials going, where's more OJ?
Well,
they weren't giving me enough.
Yesterday afternoon I kind of spaced out and forgot about OJ, and then I turned on the TV around 2 o'clock. I was going to look at a videotape. And there on Channel 2 with Dan Rather, they had interrupted the soap operas to bring you OJ's Day in Court.
Yes.
And it was cool. I mean, OJ standing there looking like a convict, and
didn't he change? All of a sudden, he looks like a different man.
He looks evil.
On the verge of crying.
On the verge of, what was, and like he looked real dead in the eyes, and he was closing his eyes. I thought he was going to pass out.
And did you see the lawyer doing the massage?
Was he massaging OJ?
Yeah.
Ooh,
he
God.
started massaging him and whispering in his ear. I was like, what's going on here?
OJ. You know what's weird? I'm sure it's very strange for OJ. OJ's got to be questioning himself and going, what the hell did I just do? Because now, all of a sudden, OJ's caught up in the legal system, and here's a guy who could have done anything he wanted. On any given day, he could wake up, eat a little breakfast, go play golf, go off, have some girls at night.
Have a wife.
Whatever. Beat your wife. No one seems to mind that as long as you don't kill her.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
he had a wife.
I mean,
he'd probably beat his wife, too.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. The guy had a free schedule. Now it's like there's a judge, black woman, by the way, interestingly enough.
Throw the book at him.
Yeah. Black woman, on the bench. And all of a sudden it was like Robert Shapiro is his lawyer's name?
Yes.
Robert Shapiro goes, Your Honor, do you think OJ could have a pillow?
A special pillow?
Yeah, because OJ's uncomfortable. She goes, I am not going to decide on OJ's pillow. I'm going to leave that up to the sheriff's department. Now OJ's got to. Yeah, OJ's now got to go to the sheriff's department just to get a pillow.
Yeah. This is a man who had a mansion with servants running around to do his every bidding.
Now wait till after he's convicted, or he's been in jail for 6 months waiting for trial or something, and he's got to, he just wants like an extra cup of water or something. I don't know what the hell it is.
Well, that strip-down cell, it's got the bare toilet and the sink and that little cot.
OJ looking for pillow permission.
And did you notice that he was in court without a tie?
Yeah.
Because they won't give him a tie.
Because they're afraid he'll kill himself. And he's not going to kill himself. He certainly had every opportunity to kill himself.
He's a big man. The tie wouldn't hold him.
He would have done the state a big favor had he just killed himself, but he didn't have the balls to pull the trigger. Didn't have the balls.
No, he could only beat up a tiny little woman.
Yeah.
A beautiful, tiny little woman.
God, what he allegedly did to her, I mean, she was so chopped up.
They said her head was hanging on by a thread, like the least little bit of skin.
Yeah. Oh. Man, he wigged out. And today's paper is kind of cool.
Well, we don't know if OJ did it. We have to say that.
Anybody want to take a bet? I'm betting he did it. I don't see a real motive for anyone else. But
well, he sure looks like he did in the courtroom.
You know, by the way, in today's paper, it kind of seemed like that guy, Ron Goldman, who was there with her, knew her real well. I mean, it wasn't just a chance meeting.
Well, they were friends, and I had said to you before that they worked out at the same gym, went out to clubs together, that sort of thing. There still is some question as to whether there was a romantic relationship between them or if they were just friends.
Yeah.
I heard he was driving around his Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a little more than just a friend.
Oh, come on. You have never loaned anybody your car?
A Ferrari?
All
No.
he has is a Ferrari.
You better be having sex if you're going to lend out a Ferrari.
See, you people don't know what it's like to live that lifestyle. The Ferrari doesn't mean the same thing to you.
Well, how would you know? Well, that's true. She is very wealthy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, if I was driving a Ferrari, I would lend it to Howard all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll ignore that. They say, yesterday I heard this story about her being involved with someone who looked very much like this Goldman guy.
Yeah. Well,
and that OJ might have mistaken him, if he did the crime.
Yeah, not that
he might have mistaken him for the guy she's really involved with.
Not that it matters anyway. I mean, she's allowed to be involved with guys. She wasn't married anymore. It was none of OJ's business. You know what I mean?
But wouldn't it be horrible?
Guys look alike. She doesn't really look at him like...
I don't know what he... you guys are... Yeah.
But wouldn't it be terrible if you were Ron Goldman and you got killed that way by accident?
Yeah.
That he was looking for somebody else, that you were mistaken for the guy?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter how you get it. The point is he's chopped up and his life is over. You know, that's the reality. So it was like really weird watching him on TV and he's closing his eyes and everyone's feeling bad for OJ and OJ can't get a pillow and I'm going, good. Dude, look what you did.
Well, like I said, he hasn't been convicted of anything yet. He's still just OJ.
Maybe someone else. His good buddy should admit to the crimes and OJ can get off.
Yeah, why doesn't Al Cowlings, he loves him so much, why doesn't he just cop a plea for him?
I don't love him that much. But it's pretty cool having all OJ television, and the ratings have been spectacular on OJ.
I can't get enough.
Yeah.
I watched all the tabloid shows yesterday, and then day one on
Me too.
ABC had a special on OJ.
I've never even watched day one. I never knew it existed, but I had to watch it.
I heard OJ was going to be on, and I had to turn to it.
You know, and it's really kind of weird, too. CNN is really going to reap all the benefits once again because CNN, on all their newscasts now, it's just all OJ stuff. They keep replaying OJ stuff. And I'm watching the local news at 5 o'clock, and it was, like, awful. It was like they gave you, at the top of 5 o'clock, they gave you OJ for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then they moved on to all the usual boring garbage with the weather guy, the sports guy, the little feature packages from the science and health guy. And I'm going, dude, I'm out of here. Give me OJ. I want OJ.
That's why I started clicking, because they left OJ.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
I tuned into the 5 o'clock news because I figured we're going to have an hour of OJ. And boom, no OJ. That's why the 5 o'clock news doesn't know what it's doing.
I'd even stay with you, because they did do a little bit, over in New Jersey. They're trying to change the battered wife laws. And so they had a bunch of women who had been beaten up. Well, I'd watch that even, because it's related to OJ.
As long as it has something to do with OJ.
That's right.
And you get back to OJ within 2 minutes.
But they left that and went to some stupid story about the trains. They're running already.
Yeah, we know the trains are running. Just say the trains are running. What?
There's a guy on the phone who made a brilliant phony phone call to the local news in Los Angeles while OJ was in the car. It's as good as the Peter Jennings one. It's really good.
Hi. Hey, I got to go, okay?
Okay, take it easy.
Right. Hi.
Hello?
Yeah, let me hear your call.
All right, Howard. Let me set it up real quick, okay?
Good, sure.
Yeah, it was during the middle of the chase, and I told him I was Frederick Norris from CHP, but for some reason they put down Paul Norris. I don't know why.
Right.
But in the middle of it, you're going to hear me say, just a minute, like if I'm getting some new breaking news,
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I lowered the boom on them.
Did you do Baba Booey or Howard Stern?
Better. Oh, I promoted your new show, man.
All right, let me hear. All right, let's say no more. Go ahead.
There you go. They're talking to psychiatrists, and then they cut to me.
The letter that confesses guilt.
Could you hear it?
Yeah, make it a little louder.
Confesses the profound tragedy of the situation.
How's that?
And announces suicide
Good.
intent.
All right, if you can hang on for a moment.
We want to go to Paul Norris right now from California Highway Patrol, and Paul Norris is evidently on the phone with us. Mr. Norris, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, can you tell us a little bit about what we are hoping you can shed some light on here is the telephone conversations with the occupants of the vehicle that we are looking at?
Yes, it is OJ Simpson, and he does want to go back to Brentwood.
Good job, brother.
See his mother and see his kids because he knows his fate. He knows what lies ahead of him. And he also wants to... Just a minute. Yes, he also wants to be home in time to see the Howard Stern's new E-show.
Oh, I got a problem there.
We do.
Sorry about that.
Well, I guess that's to be expected. That's about as bizarre as this entire day has been.
Most people come at you from every
apologize
angle.
for that. There's no way of us knowing that person was possibly not in his right mind either, Dr. Beaver, but let's continue on.
Not in his right mind either.
They're talking to Dr. Beaver.
Yeah,
Dr. Beaver. How did he get Dr.
Psychiatrist. His name was Dr. Beaver. That was...
Dr. Beaver. Does he look like Jerry Mathers?
I like the way she says there's no way of knowing. One of the ways of knowing is actually trying to call the guy back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe checking.
Hey,
Check
Howard.
your source instead of being in such a rush.
Ask him a couple
No
of
way of
questions, like, just ask him something.
That was really good how you go, wait a second. And you know what? They should have known you were fake in 2 seconds because you're like, OJ wants to go home to Brentwood, and how would you know that?
But unfortunately, he was talking like Peter Jennings. So
Yeah.
it sounded official.
It sounded real official, and he goes, well, he has to get home to see the new Howard Stern E! show.
Howard, the funniest thing is that I'm fighting with my 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Trying to keep her quiet and trying to carry on this conversation with him.
You have your 2-year-old bound and gagged.
And then I got the guy next door mowing his lawn with his lawnmower that's like
I know
so loud.
people don't understand the how hard it is to get through to these channels. And when
You're doing this under great pressure.
Yeah, you get your tape recorder going, and you finally get through, and you're all set to go, and the kids start screaming, and the lawnmower's going.
People don't realize how difficult this is.
Yeah, I admire you pulling it all together, even through all that hardship.
It was funny. Within 5 minutes, I was through.
Of course, that's a terrible thing you did, and you should never do it again.
No, are you kidding? This was the first time I called. The first time I've ever done something like
What
this.
What prompted you to do it?
I saw the chase. It was worldwide, you know.
I just wanted to get on.
He had to be a part of it.
Had to be a part of it. Listen, I got to run.
Put him on hold, Howard.
I'll put you on hold, all right?
All right, Howard.
All right, man. Good job. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Like I said, this was a new call. This is the first time I'm talking to you. I don't have a title. I just want to go by King Louie, and this isn't the last. This is going to be
all right, there you go. Hold on, King of all Louis.
I'm going to talk to you, Louie. Hold on.
All right. It's King of all Louis, Robin.
And Howard,
King Louie.
The aerobics instructor is here.
All right. Why don't we take a break, and then we'll sort out.
Now you want to rush to a commercial,
Yeah, quickly, Robin, I have no time to talk to you. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and meet. We'll sort out who's out there and who has to be naked first, right after these words. All right.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
There's a great picture in the Post of O.J. sitting down in 1979 on the set of his movie Firepower, because now they're looking for pictures of O.J. and Nicole Simpson anywhere they can get them. So now they're down to 1979. But his wife is bent over him, and she's wearing a scooped-out T-shirt, and you see her whole breast popping out of the shirt.
And now, is that, you said you thought she had a breast operation.
This is pre-breast. Pre-breast, but I'll tell you, it's a pretty nice shot anyway. In fact, the one breast you can see kind of looks like one of Mickey Mouse's ears. It's just popping right out of her blouse. So the New York Post checking in with one of the best pictures I've seen of Nicole Simpson and O.J. on the set of Firepower with one of her breasts popped out of the shirt, completely popped out.
One of the things that I have not heard any of you say is what I'm sure is in the back of everyone's mind. You see what happens when blacks and whites marry?
No, I don't. I think you've gone insane over there. I think the television lights have heated up your braids.
You know that's what you're thinking.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. That's what the Ku Klux Klan is thinking. Although I'm sure there are those out there who are thinking that.
That's what I said.
In fact, I'm sure there are about 3 guys in this room who are thinking that. Anyway, Before we go on with OJ Simpson, everything else that's going on, the E! show's going on, my movie, and I was writing over the weekend.
You still haven't told me. You claimed yesterday that you had written the whole movie. I'm sure that's not true.
No, that is not true. Half a movie. No, I'll tell you all about that, but there is a woman here who comes to us from our Dallas affiliate. What is the name of our Dallas radio station?
I have no idea.
Me neither. But our Dallas station, she listens to us there. She's an aerobics...
Do you have your little wheel behind you? Do they have the call letters on there?
No, I do not carry the call letters.
Oh.
I think it's Woggle.
Woggle radio?
Woggle radio. I don't know, something like that. There's a aerobics instructor. She listens to us every day. She wanted to come down and show us her body naked, and I'm all for it. So let's bring her in. Ah, sweet mystery of life.
How old is she?
A child, Robin. No older than I'm sure. Well, wow, very tall.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
Very.
I'm Howard. Nice to meet you.
Nervous
You
is an
pretty.
unusual name.
You see, you're the type of girl you go to one of the... Give her a seat, for God's sake.
Hi.
Before she disrobes. You know what it is? You probably work on your body all the time, and it's really hot, and you want to show it to guys, right?
What are you doing, Gary?
Gary, why don't you knock her over?
I didn't touch her. She's the one who backed it. I thought we were going to have her stand.
Have her stand?
That's usually what we do.
We do?
Yeah.
First, we talk to someone. Let them relax.
No, I won't relax.
Why won't you relax?
I'm nervous. I've never taken my clothes off for anyone besides boyfriend.
Now what inspired you to do this? I mean, you listen to the show and
You're God.
I am?
You are God.
I turn you on?
Your height does.
My height, but my face is the negative.
You actually look better than your pictures.
I do?
Yeah. Do you wear makeup now?
Do I wear makeup?
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing makeup today.
For the camera.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wore it for you.
Yeah. No, you don't need makeup, you silly.
You actually look a little bit like OJ's wife. May she rest in peace.
That's not a good thing to say. She's very pretty.
Yeah.
She thinks.
No, you gave me a look like that's bad.
Well, I've never seen her.
Wait a second. Let me ask you something. Maybe we can find the jury. You know what's going on? You never saw a picture of...
Yes,
I know what's going on, and he's guilty of sin. He's guilty from day one.
Right.
You're not going to be good for the jury, then.
No.
But you haven't seen any pictures of the wife?
Not the wife.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Just when she was carried out in the body bag.
That's what I mean. That's what you look like.
When you look like.
She was carried out in the body bag. Here, look.
Thanks.
I mean, she has blonder hair and everything than you. It's a little... This is 1979. You can see her breast popping out of the shirt. You look a little like her.
She's got bigger boobs than I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Once I see you naked. Now, why are you doing this if you're so nervous?
I've got one more year to be irresponsible. I just turned 24.
Right.
And I've got till 25 to be irresponsible, and this is one of the things on my list to do.
So in your mind, you said, hey, I don't care. I just want to go down there and be naked and let Howard evaluate my body and see me.
Yeah, and it's not that good. I'm a big-boned person. I'm.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
See, that's good. I like that. I think you got a real good body. I mean, looking at you in your clothes.
Yeah.
Really? You don't think you do? Do you wear a thong when you go out on the beach?
Well, I don't go on the beach.
You don't go on a beach?
There's
ever?
no beach in Dallas.
Well, I mean, have you ever been on a vacation where there is water?
No. I used to swim. I used to be a competitive swimmer my whole life.
Yeah.
And never wore a thong.
Never wore a thong. Why? You don't think your ass is good enough? Really? Oh, gee, I'm going to have to look you over very closely, aren't I?
Will you sign my book for me?
Yes, absolutely. If you take your clothes off for me, I'll sign the book for you. So, what are you wearing underneath your outfit? You're wearing a sort of you're wearing a bra and panties?
Right.
Panties. And you've done some wild stuff with guys or never? Guys must be attracted to you. You're pretty.
I guess.
Do you have boyfriends?
I have a boyfriend.
You do. Is he a big, tall guy?
He's tall. He's 6'4". He's tall. Very tall. He's listening, and he's...
Ever tried lesbianism?
No.
Haven't tried? Is that on your list?
No, but...
What is on this list?
Well, you say no, but you would try it?
No. Funny thing, I've got a very good friend who was going to come on the show, but she chickened out, who my boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend thinks we were lesbian lovers because we spend so much time together.
But you never crossed your mind?
Never.
Never.
I'm not that...
You're not that way?
I'm sorry.
Never had an incident where the girls were looking at each other as a young child and you started rubbing up against each other? Nothing like that?
No. Well, I was in a club once. One of my old boyfriends worked in a club, and I was in there one time. And some chick came up to me and said, would you like to dance? And I was sitting next to him. I had my arm in his. And I'm like, no. That
was the closest to lesbianism.
That was it, huh?
I've had more lesbianism than you. I don't know. You're very pretty. Don't be uptight.
Well, what wild things does she want to do before she turns 25?
Well,
I think she wants to have sex with Billy West.
Well, not really wild. Just things I want to get done before I start looking for a husband.
Like what? Like what do you want to get done? Sleep with 2 guys at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the things on the list?
That's not on the list. I don't know if I'd ever do it, but that
You haven't done
bad.
that yet?
No, it wouldn't be bad. I would never do 2 girls. I mean, me and another girl and another guy.
Right. So one of the things was to get naked in my studio.
Yeah.
Stark naked so I can
Not
look you
stark.
up.
I'll wear a thong.
Oh. Let me see. Well, we'll see. Well, all right. Let's work into it. You're right.
My father may be listening to this.
Would you like to run nude through New York City?
No.
No.
No. I've practically done that with swimsuits being, like, practically.
You know, a lot of women have this desire. I'm gonna face it.
I
to
know.
take their clothes off in front of me. I'll tell you why.
Why is that? I mean,
it is very
in front of you in particular.
Because it is sexually arousing. Number one,
it?
to take off your clothes in front of a group of guys.
She didn't even say she found you sexy or
She
attractive.
finds me. No.
I want to see how tall you are.
Well, come on over here. I'll show you. Well, when you're naked, I'll let you stand next to me.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You're cocky.
That's right. Well, barely.
I do want to say one thing, though.
Yes.
Remember, a long time ago, you said your wife bought some platform high top tennis shoes.
Yes.
That you hated.
Yeah.
The exact same day she bought them, I bought mine.
Really?
Same brand.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes are you wearing now? Because you're a tall girl. Let me see. Oh, those are cute. Now, those are cute. You got cute legs. You're cute. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll pass the test. I'll give you an evaluation.
I got a small chest.
You got a small chest? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know if it's that
I used
small.
to be 2 sizes bigger. I lost some weight.
And you lost it all in your chest. Isn't that great when you lose weight and you lose it in your breasts?
What is going on?
You gain it first in your butt and hips. You lose it first.
And you are an aerobics instructor.
That's one of my jobs.
Wow. And what is your other job? Rocket scientist? No, what is your other job?
I cater for a barbecue.
Oh, you
I'm
do?
a catering director, and I work in a nightclub. The door.
Well, I'll tell you
She has
something.
lots of jobs.
You're a perfect size for me. I'm telling you. Perfect size for me. I'd love to get you in the sack.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like to make love to you. Are you very warm and affectionate in bed?
Yeah.
You hunger for a man meat? You hunger inside for it? Do you think about it a lot?
Yeah.
You do, don't you? You're very horny, aren't you?
No.
I see it in your eyes. You're very horny.
Oh, no.
You're a horny girl. You suck in life, don't you? You want to experience sensation.
You think you'll be able to calm down?
Way to calm me down. You just made me even more.
No, you like it. You like it. I know how you like it. I can guarantee you like to be on all fours.
You know?
Am I right? Am I right? I see it in your eyes. Did you hear that?
I've
Yeah.
done it before. It's a very good position.
You like sex, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I can tell she's very, very lovely.
Well, I'm wondering if she'll be able to settle down. You know, she says she's going to look for a husband when she turns 25. How are you going to stop this?
This girl will not be married until her 39th birthday.
Is that right?
I'm telling you, I see it in her eyes. She has wild fever. You have wild fever. You're not going to be able to tie yourself down to one guy.
I have been.
I
have been for the past 5 years.
Yeah, but you're going to hunger.
Relationships that have just
Don't get married early because I'm telling you, you're hungering for experience. I see it. You need to be held.
Well,
you need to have sex. You're definitely into sex. There's no question about it.
He's not even satisfying you.
Right, he's not satisfying you. I know what a big girl like you needs.
A big girl.
You have big desires. You're a big girl. You have needs.
I've been called a big girl my whole life. That's so negative.
No, yes, it's negative if you want to see it that way. It's positive when a big man takes a big girl and teaches her a big lesson. You understand what I'm saying?
There are big lessons in life.
You want a bit what?
I heard you're not that big.
Don't worry, I know what to do to someone like you. Your head will spin off. You know what it is? You'll be like Nicole Simpson. Your head will spin right off.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have jungle fever? Did you ever have it? I don't see you. Did you ever have a black eye?
No.
Did you have jungle fever? You're hornier than I thought.
No. I've dated.
You dated a black man, didn't you? And you went pretty far with him, didn't you?
No.
Third base is certainly far.
What, you got a crystal ball over there?
He had you. Oh, I see it. I see the jungle fever in her eyes. She's horny for every type.
No.
I'm telling you.
She's going around the world in bed.
Big black guy with big, thick fingers, right? Big, thick jungle fingers. Yeah. I know, yeah.
My father better not be listening.
Your father. Your father's already had a heart attack.
What would you do? I mean, if your father is out there listening, he hears this little girl coming into...
I went to a Catholic school my whole life except my senior year.
I know what's going on inside of you.
I went to a Baptist college.
You need to experience life. You want to break away from all of the chains that were around you all these years.
That's why...
All right, now I'm going to liberate you.
You're going to
liberate yourself from your clothes. Go ahead. Stand up and let me see.
Be free.
Don't roll the drum.
Are you uptight doing it right there? You want to do it over here? It's up to you. Wherever you want to do it.
Now you can't even adjust the lighting.
I don't need any adjustment of lighting.
Yeah, the light?
Yes. Let me see.
Ouch. Gary's going to hurt her yet.
Are you comfortable with all these guys in here?
No.
No? Well, Gary, get out. Why'd you come...
Get the microphone.
Oh, wait a second. Go slow.
Okay.
All right, I want to watch.
Gary almost hit her in the face with a mic.
Yeah, Gary comes in and bashes her in the face.
You know what? I was an intern at a radio station for 2 years for a morning show.
I can see why. I'm going to have you intern here. All right, your belt is now off.
I will intern. I'm ready to ditch Dallas. I hate Dallas.
All right, I might consider you for an internship. By the way, you're now down to your blue denim shirt and your red... Maroon blousy dress, the skirt.
Chiffon.
All right, what is going to come off next?
I don't know what should come off. I
say take off the skirt. Go wild.
Do you want my shoes on first?
No, I want your shoes on the whole time.
Because I'm taller, right?
Now, let me see. You see what it's like when you undress. See if I'd be turned on. So far, I'm very turned on. Whoa, you don't even have panties on, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Those are all right, good. All right. All right, now take off that blue denim top and really let me get a good look at you. She's hot, man. Okay. No wonder you're so horny. You got a horny, hot body. You know what it is? You stay in shape. You want guys touching you. I understand that. No one understands that better than me. Let me see. Ooh, wow. Oh, my God. What a bod on you. Take off your bra. Let me see your chest. That's not small.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a push-up bra.
Oh, that is?
That's
Let me see.
Miracle.
Let me see. It's you got cute ones, though. They're not big. You're absolutely not big, right? Hey, Jackie. What do you think of those?
Perfect.
Perfectly round. Robin, take a look.
I'm not looking at anything.
Thank you, Robin.
Take off your bottoms.
No.
Let me see. Turn around. Let me see your butt. Wow. Oh, no. Wow. You're a girl. She's fishing for compliments.
No.
You're a mile tall. You're a mile tall.
I've got big thighs.
Let me see those thighs. Hey, come over here and stand next to me. I'll let you stand next to me now. Now you're going to get a real treat.
Should I take this off?
Yeah, take off those headphones. Let me see how big you are. That's a big girl, Robin. Big, sexy girl.
You're not that tall.
With the nice big shoes.
You're not that tall.
Come over here.
That's because your boyfriend is 6'4".
Never been this close to a stranger naked.
Come on. I'm not a stranger. I'm Howard.
I know.
You admit it. You want me.
Give me a hug.
I'll give you a hug.
A naked hug?
Man, you're really looking to experience life, huh?
Why not?
All right, here. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Come here,
You're
watch
skinny.
No, I'm not skinny. I'm built.
I want to see your stomach.
Look how muscular I am.
Oh, you're not that fat.
No, look at that.
Can I see your butt?
What? You want to see my butt?
Because I never
If you
saw
take off your panties, I'll show you my butt.
Yeah.
Can't do that? Here, come closer to here. Show me some booty juice.
No. I'm sweating.
So who cares?
It's hot.
I don't care if you're sweating. She's really cute. I'm not kidding. You really don't
Do
think
I look like Kathleen Turner?
Yeah, a little bit, but like you're not chubby and fat.
I'm not.
You're not the
she's
pig.
ugly.
You're not the pig that she said.
Kathleen Turner.
No,
she's not attractive.
She looks like a young Kathleen Turner. All right, you want a hug?
Yeah.
What is that all about? Because you're turned on by me, aren't you?
You're tall. I like tall guys.
No, it's a little more than tall.
No,
you don't come over here naked and want to hug me.
You're just cocky.
Yeah, you know you would. Why don't you tell everyone how you hunger for me? Why don't you tell the truth?
You want me to?
Yeah, why don't you tell the truth? Why don't you tell the truth? Yeah, let me hear that. Tell the truth.
There is a camera on me.
Yeah. Turn the camera away. Get that off. You know, sometimes it's not good to have a camera in the studio. They're not going to use this anyway. Get this off. Turn off the cameras. They're off. Come on.
You're right.
Are they off?
Yeah.
Turn them off. Oh, they're off. Okay.
We have word they're off.
Okay. All right, now where were we? Why don't you tell everyone why you really came down here?
You were going to give me a hug is where we were.
What?
You were going to give me a hug.
Yeah, but why do you want a hug? Because you're hungry for it, right?
Because if I'm going to take my clothes off for you, at least I'm going to get a hug from you.
All right, come here. Come here.
And I better get a picture with you.
All right. You want romance?
Romance.
Is that it?
Yeah. Every girl wants romance.
All right. Come here. I'll give you some romance. Come here. Come here and hug me. Come
Don't grab my butt.
Come here. I'm not going to grab your butt.
Okay.
Come here. How's that? How's that, baby? Huh? Huh?
Give a better hug.
What?
Need to give a better hug.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
See, you can't even hug right.
How's that?
That's good.
What? Yeah, turn your head to the mic and tell me how it is. Come on, tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're feeling inside now. Hey, you are sweating.
I know.
Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're feeling.
Tell you what,
Huh?
This is weird. You smell good.
I smell good, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a smelly guy.
No, that's good. Even in the morning.
I'm getting a little excited right now.
You're right.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I
Yeah.
swear to you, I wouldn't lie. And you know what's nice about being with a tall woman, Robin? Look at this.
What?
I could do stuff to her standing up. Not like my wife who I got to throw down on the bed.
Your wife's a very pretty woman.
She's okay, but she doesn't have your height.
She's tall.
No, she's 5'6". You're a nice big girl. All right, you satisfied or you want more?
One more.
All right. She is horny. Oh, my God, you are so horny, my child. How old are you again?
24, just turned.
Yeah, look at the ass on you.
Should I put my clothes back on?
Let me ask you something. You want to go to a hotel and have sex with me? Seriously.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Yeah, you would? Let's go have some sex.
Yeah.
Robin, I got to go.
See ya.
I'm going to go cheat.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What hotel are you going to... You wouldn't even know where to go.
Sure I do. I'll go to the Four Seasons Hotel.
Where
Take
is
it right
it?
over.
Where is it?
It's right across the street from here.
You can find it yourself.
Well, I'll ask directions. What was that?
I do it on the top of Trump Tower.
You would do it on the top of Trump Tower?
Oh, yeah.
You can't get a room there.
Yeah, I can't get rooms there. I have to go to Four Seasons. Come on, let's go over and have some sex. I'll give you a good workout.
Okay.
You're a young girl. You need it.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend won't mind?
No.
No, it's Howard.
He wants me to do this.
He does?
Yeah.
You need sex. Oh.
That's the other thing I don't understand.
Okay.
And our groins perfectly match when we stand.
Oh, really? It was right where yours was?
Yeah, my groin was where her groin was. Because whenever I try to do stuff to my wife standing up, I look like a dog. I'm like,
you'd have to hold her.
Yeah. Oh, lift my wife?
See, you should have held out for a taller girl.
I should have held out, but let me tell you something. My prospects
He was
were...
holding out. Nobody was coming.
She doesn't understand how I held out. My prospects were so thin that Allison was about as best as I was going to do if I didn't have a radio show.
But I thought she was taller than 5'6".
Nope. She's 5'6". She's a squirt.
You have 3 girls. I think God cursed you with 3 girls.
What do you mean
My dad
cursed
got
me?
3 girls.
It's no curse. My girls aren't going to be stripping in no radio studio. I know.
My dad had 3 girls.
You're a bad girl. My girls are good.
Well, you know, she had one of those straight-laced upbringings, too.
Just be quiet. Don't rain on my... I was about to take you to a hotel and make love to you. What?
Want to see my tattoo?
Yeah. We see your tattoo.
You mean she had almost all her clothes up and you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. What is it, a pumpkin?
Smiley face.
This is the stupidest tattoo I ever saw. Smiley face down by her groin.
Come in. She's got like 8 tattoos.
Yeah, all right.
She's topless dancing.
You should have taken off your panties. Now for the rest of your life, you're going to sit there and go, I should have taken off my panties. I blew it.
Why would I take my panties off for you?
Hey, do what you want, but the rest of your life, you're going to sit there and go, I should have taken my panties off. You're going to be so disappointed that you didn't go all the way.
Regret.
You're going to have regrets.
Going all the way. I'd do it if you go up and top of Trump Tower with me. But you won't do it, so.
You'll be surprised what I'll do, honey. Don't you challenge me. A challenge I can't resist.
Can I sign my book?
Yeah, I'll sign your book. I got to take a break.
Okay.
You go out there, you think about it. I'll give you another chance in an hour to take your panties off.
Oh, dear. Go home.
No, that's a one chance.
Go home.
You were fun.
I was fun. Great.
All right. I got to take a break, Robin. I got to go have sex with her. That's what I really do. During the commercials, I go and have sex with the girls. Want to go have sex in my office?
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay, I'm going to take you back there. I'm going to see if you do it.
On that big table?
What?
Your wife is listening. You would do it.
She's not listening. She's sleeping. She went out to see Whitney Houston last night. She's
did she?
Yeah, ugh. Cold I don't know. That's so faggy. Going to a Whitney Houston concert. But the kids wanted to see her. They're big fans, so.
Do I leave?
What?
Do I leave?
No, you stay right here. You're not going anywhere.
See, your kids are big fans. One of these days, they'll be big fans of some radio.
Yeah.
All right, come in and take my clothes off for you.
Hi, Big Ron. I'm Howard Stern's kids. We want to take our clothes off. Yeah.
We're dirty girls.
We're dirty girls. You're hot looking.
Are you going to come to Dallas?
Get on the microphone. What?
Are you going to come to Dallas?
No. All right. Very good.
I don't think we're going to make you #1, unfortunately, though. We got country that...
Yeah, I know. Country bumpkin stations are #1. That Dallas got real
I
play.
still hold out hope. Even Dallas can be saved.
It might happen.
Although there's a lot of women that listen to you in Dallas, of all places.
Yeah? Are they all horny girls like you?
I don't know.
You're a bad girl. You want to do some bad things in life, don't you?
No.
You want to get into some bad, wicked stuff.
It's hard, though, with AIDS and all that stuff going around. You can't do much.
All you can do is strip off your clothes. Now you can't do anything.
You can do
plenty. Exactly.
You don't have AIDS. I smelled you. You don't have a bit of AIDS on you.
You can smell the AIDS.
I can count all the guys I've had sex with.
Yeah.
So.
I can count all the guys.
I think everybody can count them.
How many? Do you use your toes and your fingers?
No.
You're only 24.
How you can fill up 2 hands at 24?
Yeah.
I bet you're an expert at certain sex acts, right? I bet you consider yourself an expert at certain things and pleasing a man, don't you? Yeah, okay.
They say that, I saw a statistic yesterday that most women, the majority of women, kiss about 80 men. Maybe it's on average. They kiss about 80 men before they find the man they're going to marry. So I guess you got a little kissing to do.
Yeah,
you want to get married.
Yeah, you will. About 39. You're way too full of sex. You're too full of sex.
You got at least 70 more men to go through.
Don't say that.
You got 2 inputs. You got 2 inputs or 3? What? 2. Yeah, there's plenty to explore on you. You're a big girl.
There's some undiscovered territory.
Yeah.
I told my...
There's some places you need to visit, don't you?
I told my boyfriend he can do that on our wedding night.
On our wedding night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee you're in the sack with me. In 5 minutes you're doing that, wedding or no wedding. No, it won't. Not the way I do it.
Yeah,
I hardly have anything. You won't even know I'm there. They call me the Lewis and Clark of women. I need to explore you. Lewis and Clark explored uncharted territories.
That's true.
And I need to charter some new territory.
Your New Year's Eve special is good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Did you order the tape?
Oh, yeah.
I get so many great letters on the tape. I got to read these things on the air. I'm not even selling it. I don't know, because I just don't. You know what? For some reason, I don't feel like going on the air and marketing the thing, but it's like 1-800-52-STERN is out there, and it's a really cool tape.
You could read me some of the good letters.
All right,
hear them.
I'll whip them out later in the show today and read them to you, because people are like, wow, great tape, really cool tape. I didn't realize it was so different from the New Year's show and all that stuff. I go, yeah. Especially our friends down in Florida who haven't even seen the New Year's show. It's wild. It's definitely rated off the scale. I don't even think it's a...
Oh, it's way past NC-17.
Got us thrown out of Newark, New Jersey. So you got to be over 18 to order, and it's $39.95, $4.50 shipping and handling. But you have to call 1-800-52-STERN, and brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me. See, I worked into a commercial.
I helped you.
Yeah. You're a horny girl, aren't you? Yeah, okay. All right.
What isn't that boyfriend doing for you?
He's not giving you an orgasm, is he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what do you get, 1?
No.
Do you ever pass out and see colors as you were passing out during sex?
Passing out?
No, but I'll tell you this. Best sex is on acid.
Oh, gee.
Wrong.
Any guy who has to give you drugs isn't worth his salt.
Like, let me tell you something. I've been on acid, and I don't even know that my genitals existed.
You don't even know if you're having sex.
You probably had girl acid. You had girl acid. You know what girl acid is?
Acid light.
It's acid light. Well, you know what it is? Let me say something here, because I think acid is the worst drug in the world. Any kid out there who's listening to this, I got to tell you about acid. The real acid, like blotter acid, there is no way you can even have sex on it. What she had is something called mescaline or something, where you giggle a lot.
Right.
It's girl acid.
And see a few colors.
Yeah, and then you have sex. I've had sex on what you've had. That's watered down garbage. You don't see hallucinate. You didn't hallucinate heavily on acid, did
What,
you?
you got to take acid the rest of your life to have good sex?
No, oh no.
If your boyfriend needs to give you acid to have good sex.
No,
this is no way to start.
And you didn't even hallucinate on this acid, did you?
No.
So then you didn't have acid.
That wasn't acid then.
At the time.
That's acid for pussies. Yeah. Right?
Man.
Yeah. I kind of acid I take, you're in a mental hospital for 3-4
That's
weeks.
right. You never get your brain back.
Yeah, that's acid.
I heard that if you take acid 10 times, you're declared legally insane.
No, it depends. If you take
Is acid become like sex? There's all these stupid rumors floating around.
No, let me clear. I'm the Dr. Ruth of acid. Okay, let me just say something. I know everything about acid. Real acid, probably 10 times, and if you did it intensely, you probably would get a little insane. But what you're taking sound like a little bit. I
don't have time to do it.
It's a little more than aspirin what you took, and girls giggle on it. That's what you give a girl when you want to have sex. Real acid. A couple of men get together and have acid, and they don't even feel their genitals. Right, Robin?
I wouldn't know, Howard.
Turn me. Right, Jackie? Could you have had sex on acid?
No, not real acid.
Not real acid.
And Jackie knows real drugs.
Mescaline turn into an animal.
Yes. And mescaline, you're not even sure you're high. That's what you're on.
Wow.
Well, see, you took girl mescaline.
I took girl mescaline. Telling you. You do real acid 10 times, your toenails fall out, and you write crummy country music. Right, Jackie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My name is Marijuana, and
My name is Marijuana. You start writing marijuana love songs.
Robin looks better in person.
Why, thank you.
I know. I never like seeing her on TV. I like her on person.
I've never seen her on TV in all your pictures.
Ah.
Robin's very beautiful. And if you had a chest like Robin's, you'd be in Playboy magazine right now.
I'd be a dancer if I did.
You want to be a dancer?
Yeah, I want to have kids, though. So I want to breastfeed, so I'll wait till after.
Oh, they can stick around the silicone.
You want to know something? I'd enjoy seeing you dancing naked with the...
Howard?
Of course you can. I'm dying for my wife to get implants.
I can't believe you. After all these years.
Because her breasts have gotten all flattened out and, you know...
Oh, Howard, is this something you want to discuss?
Yes.
On the air?
Yes, I need to discuss. No one's listening. I would love her to have those big, full chests.
She never had that. She always had little ones.
I wanted to get them. Because my wife has lost a lot of weight since the baby, and she's looking real good, and then I'm going to get those big cans. I'd play with them.
Like speed bags.
Like speed bags. It would be fun. It would be like being with a new woman.
Oh, you.
Doll her up in different outfits.
What are you going to do for her to make her feel like she's with a new man?
I'm gonna play with her. I haven't played with her in over a month. I haven't had sex in a month.
Wait a minute.
That's my wife. You haven't had sex the last 3 weekends.
I wrote it down this time.
I still haven't had sex
I'm
since
going to
then.
go look for the date.
What is the date that I last had sex? I have not had sex since I talked to you on the air.
I think it was the 17th.
Of last month.
Uh-oh.
I haven't had sex in a month.
What do you two do?
I don't know. I should be allowed to cheat. That's why.
Oh, boy.
All right. I had to bleep that off. Tom or no Tom. No, you can't say that on the air. That's for the bloopers reel. Well, if you don't do that good, then what do you do good? All right. Easy.
She might tell you.
I'm sorry.
Are you good in the sack?
Well, everyone would like to think so.
Yeah? You know how to go wild? Really move around a lot? Jiggle around a lot? I like when the girls jiggle. All right, Robin, I got to take a break. I want to thank this beautiful young woman for coming in and getting naked, and I want to encourage other women to do it. How was it that you did it? Was it exciting? Was it thrilling?
Would you recommend it for others?
Go ahead, talk about it, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What was good about it?
I can cross you off my list now.
Did you get hot? Did you get horny?
I'm still nervous.
But were you horny during? I noticed you were very sweaty during it.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Was it exciting?
Did you feel any stir in your loins?
Well,
be honest. Did you feel something going on?
If it would have gone into more, it would have been real easy.
I should have squeezed your butt.
No, I don't like that.
Oh, yes, you do. No one's ever done it right. Come over here.
No.
Let me show you something. All right. It's up to you.
You had your chance.
I had my chance, yeah.
All right, very good. Why don't we take a break? Thank you for calling. I'll sign your book.
Thank you.
Because you did get naked.
Thank you.
And I will be back with a couple of phone calls. And there's some other guy's out there with some girl.
She wants to get naked, too?
Yeah, this just worked out. I don't know. The two of them just showed up.
Why did they all gang up?
I don't. All in one day. And we'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Jackie Martling, Friday night. It's getting closer. Make sure you get your tickets in time. June 24th, the Comedy Loft at Nanuet, New York. Also, Thursday night, June 30th, at Chuckles Comedy Club in Mineola, New York. And to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, only $10 plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-323-5464. All right, congratulations to you, Jackie, on your triumphant
tour and CD.
All right, thank you, Bob. Okay, exactly.
I want to ask you about the sound on the E-Show.
Yeah, I don't know. They got to get a compressor. I've talked to them about it.
Yeah?
They got to get that all worked out. In fact, that was just...
you can't hear sound effects. And
I don't know what they're doing. They weren't totally prepared for this. It's a work in progress. But people generally happy with it, like seeing us on TV. I'm thinking that girl who was just in here should be on TV tonight. She was hot. She was really good to look at. I'm wondering, would I have spanked her if the cameras weren't here?
Oh, is that what you're wondering?
Yeah, I got to think about that because I don't want to be inhibited by cameras in any way. I want to be able to say, hey, Scott, come in here. I want to be able to say, hey, cameras off, and the cameras go off.
It was very funny because you were saying, turn the cameras off, and Jackie was saying, they're off, like he knew something.
Yeah. Well, hey, who cared? We wanted her naked. She didn't care, though. She said, fine, show me on TV tonight. I don't care.
Is that right?
Yeah. She was cute. Did you guys think she was cute?
You know who she really looked like?
Who?
Brett Butler. Only a young...
Oh, don't say that. Brett Butler's not good looking.
She did.
You're on acid.
She was a nice package.
Scott, if I ever say cameras off, are you guys prepared to turn off the cameras?
Yeah, if you want us to. Stop rolling.
Yeah.
Did you during that
mic.
segment?
What was that?
When I said cameras off, did you guys turn off the cameras?
Probably not.
Oh, all right. So from now on, can you turn off the camera?
Yes.
All right.
But you can't waffle now. If you say cameras off, Howard, you got to mean it.
I mean it.
Stop tape. Stop record.
Because if I want to spank someone, I don't want that on tape.
Okay. All right. We apologize.
That's something I like to do.
Did it really occur to you during the time she was in here to spank her?
No.
All right. So then you didn't inhibit yourself.
I don't think she would have gone for it. I can usually size someone up.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little uptight. But she looked cute, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, get out of here.
The guys got a kick out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
The guys, like I didn't, but those guys.
Well, what are you, a homo?
In his little Boy Scout outfit.
Yeah. Scott Einziger is walking around in shorts and loafers.
Those little khaki shorts.
Khaki shorts and loafers. They emasculate all the men who work for E. I've decided that.
What?
You heard me.
I don't understand how that happened, though.
All the men who work for the E! Channel, they hire...
Why can't men hold on to their masculinity?
I don't know. They get over there. They act very feminine. All those guys from E! are very feminine acting.
It is not women emasculating them. It's men giving up their masculinity. How about that?
They're real... Like, a lot of women run the E! Channel. It's mostly female executives.
I just don't like this victim mentality you're painting of men.
I'm just telling you the way it is. I don't care about mentality or anything.
But why is it that your masculinity can be taken away from you? So
ask those guys. Mine isn't taken away.
Oh, you're always screaming about don't emasculate me.
Who?
You.
Screaming at who?
Your wife.
She could believe. A lot of women learned their lesson after this OJ thing. A lot of women are in shape.
She's in line, huh?
She's in line. Honey, is there something I can get you?
Cut your head off.
Cut your friggin' head off. You know what I mean, Scott? A lot of the men who work at E! are very feminine. Like, you're very feminine. I know you're heterosexual, right?
Yeah.
You just have to check.
You got a girlfriend, right? Yeah. What's his name?
What's wrong with these shorts?
What?
Her name's Debbie.
No, your shorts are real gay, and your loafers are more than gay. You're past gay. The gay games, they don't even wear loafers like that. You dress very gay today. You know that, right?
We'll have to do a makeover.
Makeover? Just take off those clothes and you're made over. No, right? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the guys are very feminine.
But Scott has gotten so feminine, he has a dowager something.
Yeah, I know. He does.
Well, you were out in L.A., Eddie?
Yeah. And it's like mostly women, and then the guys they hire are kind of like femme. Like, you're not real masculine guy. You're not real... Go in and kick some ass. Play the OJ Simpson tape for Fran and Marta over there. And let them look at it and show them what men are capable of doing. All right?
I don't think Scott's capable of that.
You know, you guys
Thanks, Robin.
No, you guys all have, like, the short hair, shaved chest, fag shorts. I mean, break out the KY. You know what I'm saying, man?
I hear you.
All right.
Maybe a guy doesn't have to march around all macho because he's secure in his masculinity.
I can hire Ralph to.
No, it's not even hire Ralph. Just you can wear some more masculine clothes.
All right.
And act more masculine.
That's just a funny looking outfit. I don't know that it's feminine because I wouldn't see a woman running around like that.
You'd see a woman in that before you see a man. And talk deeper too.
Okay.
No, seriously, dude. Because you're hanging out with me now. This is no longer E. I like macho guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, like him.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, okay.
I'm masculine.
He's real macho.
Don't wear khaki shorts and loafers.
He's going to go out and have a fight this afternoon just to prove it.
Yeah, I'm going to kick your ass just to show you what it's all about. All right, get out there and produce or whatever it is you do out there. Thanks. And do whatever I say. Hey, any chance you're going to show that girl who just got naked on E! tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, sure. Sure, I want you to.
And it'll not be in the tape tomorrow for some reason, but Scott won't know why.
Yeah, right. running around out there with a gay little camera. Get a masculine man's camera.
He should have a bigger camera.
Big camera.
He's got a cute little camera.
He's got a little gay camera out there. A lot of the guys are masculine. I'll get him whipped into shape.
Well, I don't know about this term emasculated because men give up their masculinity.
Keep
Always
analyzing.
Blaming women.
Listen, I'm not looking for a psychology lesson. I'm just telling you the way it is.
It's not a psychology lesson. If I said to you that you...
All right, Robin, you know what I'm gonna say?
What?
E hires a lot of feminine kind of guys.
Fine.
That's
It's just this emasculating term. There's no term in the English language for men taking women's femininity away.
Yeah, they do. I've been up there. You start to act like a gay woman.
But you start to act. They don't make you act.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're just ridiculous, and I hate that term, emasculate, okay?
E is for emasculate. You can hate whatever you want. I'm just telling you, there's a bunch of guys running around in khaki
guys
shorts.
are emasculated if they give up their masculinity.
All right, great. They want to keep their jobs. They better act like femmes.
Oh, listen to Billy, the girl over in the corner.
What do you want? War with people? I'm making jokes here.
You're not making jokes.
Mellow out.
You're just saying stupid things.
Yeah, and you better hope I keep saying them.
Well, I don't care whether you say them or not. I can say whatever I want to say. How about that?
No, you can't.
You can't emasculate me.
You are emasculated. You're as femme as they come. I want to play the Ku Klux Klan message here because I'm evidently... It's very hard to say that the men at E are feminine. I just can't seem to get a word in. But
Fine. Go ahead and say it. You want to be a pansy and say every woman can make you feel like a girl? Go ahead.
That's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right, pansy.
Right. I'm a pansy.
Yes.
So thank you. So let me say what I want to say then.
Well, go ahead now.
Thank you.
You've admitted you're a pansy.
This is entertainment.
You keep bringing it up. We were dropping the subject and going on to the Ku Klux Klan message.
Anyway, all I want to finish up by saying is Robin is 100% correct, but let me just say one thing, if I may. And someone make Robin's studio warmer. I find that the E-men, for whatever reason, are running around very feminine today. Personally, I think they're hanging around with too many female executives. And that's all I've got to say on it.
So women didn't make them do anything.
Sure.
Oh, women are so powerful in this country.
Ku Klux Klan message, Robin. Now we're on to that. Here's our good friend Daniel Carver.
Amazing. Say things that don't make any sense at all.
I have been sitting here. I don't know what's going on today.
I'm just making a point.
You know there's not a men's room at E?
You can't have a discussion around here about anything. And there are no urinals if there are.
Okay. Let me just say that the Ku Klux Klan message, I've been sitting here with it for weeks.
Like a woman.
Like a woman. But here it is. People have been requesting it so much, Robin, that I decided to finally get to it.
You're going to act like a man and play it.
Right. So here is the Ku Klux Klan message. Daniel Carver. Now, when we last checked in with him, he was using a 1-900 number. He was trying to make a little dough with his Ku Klux Klan messages. I think he's been thrown off the 1-900 system.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think they got uncomfortable with the stuff he was saying. So
he's back to his own little homemade system?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, you know, you would think that with a 1-900 number you could do whatever you want, but, you know,
People get to choose whether to call the number or not.
Yeah, in the 1-900 stuff, they have no problem with sex, but if you do a Ku Klux Klan message, they have a problem with that. It's just the opposite in radio. You can't talk about sex, but if you talk about hate and Ku Klux Klan messages, it's fine. So over the phone, it has a different set of rules. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Same way I can't explain why the men at E are feminine. I can't explain this strange occurrence.
Well, I have to say that I thought that 900 system did change Daniel a bit.
Yes, it did.
And I like the old method better.
I think he's back to being, as you say, the old method. I agree with that. He's much better at at just talking into his answering machine. Here we go.
Hello, people. This is Daniel Carver. Wake up, white people. It ain't just the filthy, stinking, savage jungle niggers that's out to destroy America as we know it today.
Uh-oh, a new enemy.
Wait a minute. Get a drum roll ready.
Who knows who the new enemy will be?
There's an announcement on the way.
By the way, we have a fan of Daniel Carver in the studio with us.
God bless him. God bless him.
That voice sounds familiar.
You're from Boston, right?
Yeah.
And you don't like black people?
What, niggas?
See, she is a...
You know, he's a breath of fresh air, that one.
All right, let me play his message, and then we'll talk to you.
All right.
or I should say as we once knew it. White people, the federal government is also demanding that we give everything to the filthy, low-life animal nigger. Down in Alabama, where the white principal told the little half-white, half-human nigger that her parents had made a mistake by having a half-breed, the principal has now been harassed by the animal niggers in Alabama. He has been sued by the filthy faggot lawyer, and now the federal Justice Department demands that he be fired. I guess this is just another white man that found out we don't have free speech in America when it comes to telling the truth about filthy, stinking, half-baked, savage, gorilla-smelling niggers. But then on the other side, I watched Phil Donahue, where these wild-looking Islam niggers who work for Louis Farrakhan told about how niggers are going to take over America. These niggers are planning to march on Washington, D.C. next year with over 1 million filthy, stinking niggers. The smell of this many niggers alone would destroy a city.
Wow, he's really on fire. See, he's better.
On this little answering machine message.
The 900 business was killing him.
Yeah. He had to cut, his message was getting thin.
Yeah. I think they probably said to him, hey, you better hold back on some of this nonsense.
I wish he'd talk slower.
You taking notes?
No, I love his speeches.
I think she writes them down. You're a big fan of his, huh?
Somebody bring me a Budweiser. It's already 8 a.m. I want to sit up and listen.
All right.
Nigger messages. See, he's a breath of fresh air. See, we're so busy placating them damn niggers in this country.
Well, you're out of line, aren't you?
Placating is a big word for you.
That's right.
I don't think you would say that.
Placating.
No, you are the woman. You had a TV movie about you. You organized a march.
For busing.
For busing. You were anti-busing.
They tried to bus niggers into South Boston High School.
Did you stop it?
I marched.
You marched?
I marched with my son Brian and Kevin and my daughter Doris.
Yeah. And you marched against the black people?
We held our anti-nigger banners.
Yeah.
Keep them off our beaches, out of our schools.
Yeah.
Niggers.
Did it work? Did it work?
No, it never worked. Because no one wants to stick together.
Ah.
Everybody caves into them jet black jungle buddy jigaboo niggers. I'm all pissed off.
I've never seen someone so angry. What about living together?
This guy on the phone's going easy on them niggers. I'm full of stuff.
Don't you still go to the beaches?
What? Which beach? The nigger beach or the white beach? I go to the white beach.
You go to the white beach in South Boston?
No one throwing chicken bones and watermelon rinds at me when I'm swimming. I don't like that junk floating in my water.
No, you live in South Boston, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the South, they call that what, Southie?
Southie.
And that's where all the white people live.
Right.
The Irish people.
Nice Irish people.
Right. And
good Irish.
And
There's a lot of inbreeding there, is it not?
Shut your mouth, you nigger.
Oh, now I'm not going to stand for that.
That's ridiculous.
That's outrageous.
Well, Daniel Carver mentioned that murdering coon.
Right.
Which one? You know.
All right, listen. All I'm saying is you took to the streets. You were against busing. Now, what happened? Black people came to your schools, or white people had to go to the black schools?
We had a big clash, and it was a fight.
Yeah.
And we were carrying our banners, and I marched, and I ordered my sons to march. Take the day off from work, come down, fight them niggers. Put them in their place.
Took the kids out of school.
No, because they're good. You let them niggers get away with this stuff in the school, we want white schools.
Right, all right. Okay, let me get back to Daniel Carver. You're way too out there.
Irish. I taught my family to hate.
Right.
People, I've said it one time, and I've said it 1,000 times. These filthy, stinking niggers are not joking.
Yep.
They really plan on killing the white man in this country. They plan on raping the white women and making slaves out of our white children. People, our politicians are trying every day to take more of our guns away. What will you defend your home with when you have no guns left and the wild, stinking, savage jungle nigger starts this war?
Well, what about it? Let's take a vote. Fred, what will you do? All right.
See what Jackie does.
You're waiting to see what Jackie does.
Fred, march with me.
No.
March and drink and beat up a few knuckle draggers.
No.
My son's kick.
What?
My sons kick a nigger harder than they kick a football.
Oh, boy.
And And that's the way they were taught.
There's just no reason for you.
You know, you are a despicable woman. You really are. You represent an archaic way of thinking.
And isn't that wonderful? You taught your children to hate. You're very proud of yourself, aren't you?
Born up on A Street, raised up on B Street. Southie is my hometown.
All right, stop your singing. I'm trying to hear Daniel Carver.
Give her another beer.
Give her a pencil so she can write down what Daniel Carver's saying. Jim, would you like to marry him?
He's a wonderful man.
I don't
visionary and very strong-minded. I like that.
Is he Irish?
I don't know. The Carver name don't sound Irish to me.
Yeah.
If he was McCarver, then I would know he was Irish because of the Mick part.
Right. All right. Let me hear what's going on here in this message.
People, when you call the police, it'll be just like the people out in L.A. when nigger Rodney Coon got a whooping. The police are going to be busy protecting their own. They're not going to come over and try to protect you. Plus the fact that many of our police today are just more stinking niggers. People, I've still got the VCR tapes that'll show you the truth about a nigger. It'll show you how savage and perverted niggers really are over in Africa today. This tape shows niggers breastfeeding puppy dogs and their little...
We saw that, right?
Yes.
You know, we didn't believe there was a tape, but he found this tribe that the women were breastfeeding pigs.
Right, it wasn't even a dog, it was a pig.
And then they put their babies on their breasts, and he's like, well, freaked out by it.
What happened was the woman lost her baby.
That's right, and she had to suckle a pig.
Right.
And it was like one of these real backward tribes, so, you know.
Well, anytime you see, one black person doing something, you know they all do.
Do you think black people in America suckle pigs?
In secret, yes.
Is nigger milk very healthy?
Oh, stop it already. Stop it already.
I don't know.
You know what it is? You know better than anybody else.
You forget history is what your problem is, don't you know?
Pig.
Oh, you.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, you.
Oh, you shut up, you big lip mouth over there.
Oh, boy. Now I'm going to ask you to leave.
Niggas is so friggin' lazy, them coons.
Right.
I drive past the welfare line, and I spit on them mau-mau bastards.
You ever pick cotton?
Yeah, out of an aspirin bottle she picked cotton. All right, very good.
Yeah. Black people are so lazy, that's why the South was doing so well.
We owe them. We owe them.
All right,
the world owes the nigger.
Let's continue.
I feel sorry for the nigger.
You're just so cute.
Southie is my home. Go work on the peanut farm, you losers.
All right, let's go back to the...
Amazing.
She's very hostile.
I hope you stay in Boston. It must be a lovely place where you live.
I'm coming to New York, and I'm going to live right next to you.
All right, let me hear...
There goes your neighborhood.
That's true.
At the same time, this must really be disgusting to the puppy dogs. This tape shows that a buzzard will not even eat a filthy dead nigger. People, this tape is full of stinking niggers acting natural. You must watch it on an empty stomach. It could make a buzzard puke. I will send you a copy of this tape for $25. I've also added a small section about the African National Congress.
What did we pay for the tape?
I don't think we paid anything.
Yeah, we got a good price.
Winnie Mandela keeps her niggers in line with a necklace treatment. The necklace treatment is a car tire burnt around another nigger's neck filled with gas. White people, the phone company won't let me have a 900 number to help pay for this message. So I pay the phone bill myself. I buy these answering machines, and this is a new one you listen to today. Every 6 months I have to buy a new one, if not sooner. I buy the tapes one a week or more. I need you to send me a little change to help pay for this thing if you want it to keep it going in good operating order. White people, this is the only place you can hear the truth about filthy, savage jungle niggers, Mexicans.
Yeah, if his tape is ruined, we'll never get the message anymore.
Well, we've heard him at times on substandard equipment.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking of sending him just some tape recorders so we can get better messages, but I think that would be aiding and abetting the Ku Klux Klan.
Unfortunately, I think we have to just experience life as it is.
I think so.
And let him suffer and struggle along with his little organization.
Personally, I would pay for him to go digital, which would get a cleaner sounding message, but I don't know. It might be...
Somehow it's better, though, with the static.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that high technology is hampering to Daniel.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you think
you'll
be
send
right?
him a little change?
Yeah, I'll send him $2. I love you.
Hey,
Long live the nigger haters.
Do you ever have a phone message?
My own?
Yeah.
No.
You don't?
I'm surprised you haven't
thought of it. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to go to a hardware store.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some boards and some nails, and I'm going to build an ark to ship all the niggers back to Africa.
Is that your mission?
My solution.
How are you going to get them on the ark?
What, the niggers?
All right, let me just hear the rest of this.
Puerto Rican, Cuban, Asians, and Jews for a list of KKK souvenirs that I have for sale and a copy of the Cross and Sword newsletter. Send a $3 donation to Daniel Carver. I've heard one nigger leader say that the race war will start in 1995, and they will shoot anyone who's not black. I hope that means the white sluts that married these niggers, too. Keep your eyes open. Fight back when it starts. Don't surrender. These animals have said they will take no prisoners. They want to kill all white people. Thanks again. This is Daniel Carver. Leave a message at the sound of tone.
Did he say ha-ha?
Yeah.
I want to leave him a message.
Go ahead.
Daniel, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm going to build that ark, and I'm going to get the niggas on there. I'll lure them with crack.
All right, thank you.
I'm cashing in my Budweiser cans.
Are you done with your...
send you money.
Are you done with your message to Daniel?
No, I got my own 1-800 number.
What is it?
Well, it's 1-900.
Yeah.
It's my answer machine goes like this. You've reached 1-900, I hate niggers. Let's march, let's lynch, let's boil them in a big pot together. Niggers! Oh, good niggers!
Oh, my.
They really get into my skin.
Wow, you really hate black
I
people.
spend a lot of time thinking about niggers.
You know you could do so much more for the world if you spent your time doing something
But
else.
I focus all my energy on niggers.
And they're still here. It's not working.
It ain't working.
What happens? You
No
think
matter how much I yell and scream and get pissed off, the niggers still march around me.
Yeah, so you spend how much of your day?
I have nightmares at night.
About the blacks?
Thinking about woolly heads.
So even in your sleep?
I hate Ewing. He's the biggest nigger of all.
Ewing?
Patrick Ewing?
He's the biggest nigger. Did you ever see him?
All right, you know what? I've had enough of you. You're really out of line.
He looks like a damn ape.
You have no
But
embarrassment.
he would scare me.
You don't even disguise your
I think you like it. I think you want him.
I like hate.
I think you want Patrick Ewing.
You might want him on top of you. Having sex with you right now.
That's your secret.
Shut her up. All right, very good.
I thought of that way.
Thank you very much.
Swings like an orangutan from the net hanging down.
You want all that power.
That's a lot of power.
Let me take a break.
Power.
Let me take a break. Let me take a break.
More ice hockey. I'm sick of niggas making money for acting like animals, jumping and thumping on the floor and twisting around.
Oh, boy. You never watched your beautiful Celtics, I suppose.
It's very frightening. The Celtics in their heyday had a lineup of 3 strong, tall white men.
Right. Larry Bird, there was one, right?
Kevin McHale.
Right.
He looked like Frankenstein, but he's still white.
Yeah.
And John Havlicek?
Havlicek.
Okay, look,
Bill
man,
Walton, the red-headed giant.
we have to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back.
Then bingo, there went the garden. There went the neighborhood when them
There's
white guys
a
left.
woman here who wants to be nude. There's a lot of things to discuss that are going on. Barbra Streisand's sister wants to call in and give a review of the Barbra Streisand concert.
Oh, she's calling in.
Yeah, we're not even going to call her Rosalind anymore. She's Barbra Streisand's sister.
Okay.
Any nude niggas?
All right, it's
Just
time
get
for you
her
to
out
leave.
here.
You will not leave, will you?
No, I will not leave. Ain't
All right.
that Bill Walton? The niggas heard him to get rid of him.
All right, thank you. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
All right.
Back with The Howard Stern Show.
Let me talk to Barbra Streisand's sister, Roz Kine, for a second, and then I want to see that girl naked in here. Then I definitely want to talk about OJ Simpson. I want to get phone calls about OJ Simpson. I was watching all these TV reports.
Mm-hmm.
Bad disc jockeys, if they take calls about OJ Simpson, you should see they're all over the news.
I saw that array. Disc jockeys are frightening to look at.
Disc jockeys don't even care what they look like. Did you see that one big fat guy?
With the long hair?
Yeah. I see a lot of guys who go into the long hair. I think they pretty much do what I do. But some of them haven't lost the weight. They haven't gotten that willpower together.
Yeah, and they're just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. And all you have to do is have listeners take OJ Simpson phone calls, and then...
they bring TV cameras.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Is this Barbra Streisand's sister, Rosalind Kind?
That's a long name.
Hello?
No, it's not.
You know why we lost her?
Why?
Because I have a tape machine and a phone all on the same button, so when I switch over to the phone, it disconnects everybody.
Oh, that's
It's no
nice.
problem. It's a very, very professional operation.
I'm sure that works very well for you.
Yeah, it's very easy to operate.
They set it up so that it would be most convenient.
What would be most convenient is if they took the turntable... Well, I'll go into this afterwards. I don't need to bore everyone with how I would rearrange the board.
It's funny how good the studio looks on the E! Show. I didn't know where you were sitting.
Yeah, I know. What they did is they bathed us in purple light so you can't see how messy it is.
Is that how you do it? Purple light erases all dirt, dust, grime, clutter?
Well, everything in the background just kind of fades into a haze. Is this Barbra Streisand's sister, Rosalind Kind?
This is Roz, Howard. How are you?
You mean
you
Barbara?
go by the very end of your name?
You mean, what about the first part of your name, Barbra Streisand's
we know
sister?
each other better than that.
No. You'll always be Barbra Streisand's sister to me. I mean, we have to be honest, Robin, and ask ourselves.
Why do we talk to Rosalind Kind?
Yeah, I mean, Rosalind's a great talent and all that stuff, but there's a lot of great talents in the world.
Oh, sure, we know a lot of people can sing.
I think we talk to Rosalind because she's Barbra Streisand's sister.
Yes.
I'm also Shelley Streisand's sister, Diana Kind's daughter. You know.
But nobody cares about that.
Oh, yes, they do.
I'm sure you're a lot of other people's sisters, mothers, aunts, nieces, nephews, but Barbara is the one we care about.
Hey, Barbara.
Well, she's definitely the one to care about this week in New York.
I got to tell you something. Rosalind said, hey, you want me to call up and review my sister's concert? I said, I do, but I don't. What I want to know is, your sister's a little cold to you. I know that from enough what I've read and the fact that she wouldn't let you live.
Are we going to go back to those things that you read and you're believing?
But wait, I have questions. Let me set this up.
Well, put Barbara on the phone. You're so close.
Yeah. Where's she now?
Hopefully sleeping and getting some rest.
Where is she now? In her hotel?
What hotel?
Well, in her apartment?
Probably.
Yeah, and where are you?
Where am I?
You're in your apartment.
Yeah, because I'm kind of getting ready to leave for Europe, for London, to play there for 3 weeks at the Café Royale.
But you also know that your sister, that apartment of hers, she wouldn't even let you live there when you needed an apartment for 2 weeks.
That's not true.
True. It is true.
Not true at all. I've been there and stayed many times.
You know, our own Fred Norris is warmer to you than your own sister, Barbara. So what I'm saying is when you go to the Barbra Streisand concert, how are you treated? Do you have to wait outside the dressing room, like in a green room with other people, or are you in Barbara's dressing room? Answer honestly.
I go into Barbara's dressing room.
And you get to stay there the whole time, or she has you thrown out at some point?
Does she have an inner and an outer dressing room?
What do you think, I serve drinks?
No, I think that you have to sit in the green room.
No, you're wrong.
Because she doesn't treat you right.
That's not true.
If you were my sister, you could sit in the room with me.
And what, and strip?
No. No, you got to understand something. Tell me what happens. You went over to the theater at what time?
It's not a theater. It's Madison Square Garden.
No, you went over to the garden at what time?
Just before showtime.
What time would that be?
Around 8.
All right. Now, you go there 8 o'clock. What time does the show start?
About 8:15.
All right. So when you go in, do you just go right to your seat or you go backstage?
It's a fight. Have you seen the crowds getting in?
Just tell me. What happens?
I don't go backstage. I go to my seat. I welcome
so you're
people.
like
I look at people.
So you're a paid guest?
An audience member just like everybody else?
No, it's a little more than that.
Did you have to buy your tickets?
Never.
And what happened? Did you have to call Barbara's assistant to get the tickets? Or did you call Barbara herself?
Listen, I'm the only one with a file because I go to every concert.
No, Rosalind.
What?
I mean Barbra Streisand's sister. Listen to me.
Yes, Howard Stern.
When you got your tickets for the concert, you called up her office, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you asked one of her people if you could have some tickets.
No, I said I want to come.
Now, don't you think that if you were close with your sister, you could just call your sister directly and say, hey, Barbara, get me some tickets for the show?
Who does your sister call?
My sister calls me. She has to call Barbara's people.
Yeah.
That's my point.
No.
You hate your sister and you won't admit it.
That's not true.
You have to. If you have to call her assistant for a ticket, I am telling you hate her.
Not true at all. As a matter of fact, it was my sister when I went to Washington, D.C. for the concert.
What row were you in?
Third.
Who sat to your left and to your right? She loves this. Who sat to your left and to your right?
Chaim Yankel and...
Chaim Yankel? the famous friend of Rabbi Joachim Schneerson?
Yeah, right. You know them.
Chaim Yankel? I didn't know Chaim Yankel sat next to you with his payas and beard.
Yankel turns up everywhere.
No, who sat to your left and right?
Who sat to my left and my right?
I know a guy who was sitting behind you. He said he swears he heard you mumble "big-nosed witch" 4 times.
Oh, Howard.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, Howard.
They heard
Howard,
it.
What book is this guy writing?
This is what the guy told me.
Oh, my God.
Were you mumbling "big-nosed witch" under...
No way, doll.
It's the Barbra Streisand sister book.
Yeah.
Nah.
So be honest. Don't you think that that's a little bizarre that you don't call Barbara directly for tickets, that you have to call her assistant?
No,
You
I
don't
speak
think
to my sister whenever I need to.
Yeah, but you didn't say, "Hey, Bob, Babs."
I don't call her Babs.
But why don't you say, "Hey, Barbara, what's up? Give me some tickets."
I don't have to go what's up.
Like my sister wouldn't call. My sister would never call an assistant. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't feel she treats you right.
I don't think are you as very busy like my sister is?
Let me tell you something. I'm busier than your sister. Not only do I have a full radio schedule, a TV editing schedule, a movie schedule.
I didn't know you edit also.
Yeah, I'm in on it. The guys talk to me, have meetings every day. What I'm saying is I'm every bit as busy. Plus, I've got kids, young children, and a wife who need my attention every 3 seconds. Kids had the nerve to complain last night that I'm not available to them enough. So I gave them an assignment. I said, now I want you to go through the house and ask me what each thing in this house costs. And they said, okay. They had no idea what anything cost. They didn't even know what summer camp cost.
Wait a minute.
And I said, how do you think I pay for this stuff? And then they understood.
You literally had them ask you the price of things?
Really?
Yes.
Is that what you place value on, Howard?
Yes,
no,
I do.
Your children's lives should mean a lot more to you than the price of the things in your home.
Hey, how many kids you got?
I have a puppy. That's my son.
Yes, don't tell me about kids. All right.
I just don't believe that you put value on the things in your home.
No, I said to the kids, they said, how come you're always working? I said, I'm going to tell you why I work. I said, at least I get to work at the house. Most dads, like my brother-in-law, the workaholic, doesn't come home till 7, 8 o'clock at night. I said, I'm in the house. I come up. We have dinner together. We share some time together. I said, you kids are in the ozone when it comes to how much things cost. Now, let me tell you something. I said, you see that car out there? How much do you think that car costs? The Jeep.
Do you think they know what thousands of dollars mean?
Oh, yes, they do. My kids are no dopes. They're 11 and 8. I said, how much do you think the car costs? Kids go, $200? I go, the Jeep is $15,000. Okay? They're like, $15,000?
What is that?
Then how much does this house cost? I told them what the house cost. They almost fell on their ass.
And so then they said, go back to work, Dad?
Yeah, they were like shaking in their pants. We want to go to camp. We want to have we want to have a life.
Did you go back to the basement, Daddy?
That's why dads work. Now get down, do your homework. Shut up and sit down.
I can't believe you did that.
I said, you kids have the comfort of knowing Daddy is just a few rooms away. Even though you only see me twice a week, I'm a few rooms away. If there was an emergency, I'm available. I said, go out and get a paper route. You'll see. You'll be working, too.
See how far the money goes.
I'm every bit as busy as your sister, Barbra Streisand. But I must tell you something. As busy as I am, my sister calls up. You got a book? You got tickets to the Nassau Coliseum?
She's always on the phone with you.
Oh, yes. And you want to know something?
She never speaks to your assistant. He has an assistant, you know.
I have an assistant.
Or is that an executive administrator?
Thank you. I give her a new title now.
What is it?
Personal executive administrative assistant.
To the president.
Yeah, to the president of the corporation. And let me tell you something. I'm every bit as busy as your sister. I mean, what? And she doesn't have the family life I do. All she does all day is avoid Elliot Gould.
He has a son to avoid, too.
Yeah, right. Dad's coming.
There's no reason to avoid him.
Oh, sure she does.
No, she doesn't.
He's a big pain in the ass.
Oh.
Now, listen to me.
Oh, I'm going to tell him you said that.
You can tell him. He doesn't care. He's got a sense of humor. Now, at the concert, was Elliot Gould working as an usher?
Or was he selling condoms?
You know what's best? That Rosalind has a gorgeous little nose.
Yes.
And Barbara's got that big...
Oh, stop it.
That recording studio on her face.
Yeah. Hey, Rosalind.
Guys.
Rosalind.
Stop it. Hey, Howard, we're going to go back to making nose jokes?
How'd Barbara's nose look in the light?
Fabulous.
So as half-sister, do you only get to stay for half the show?
That's funny. And am I the half that sings? No.
Did she dedicate a song to OJ?
No.
People who love people are the luckiest people. Let me hear you sing that. I bet you sing it as good as your sister.
I don't want to sing it. It's
sing People.
the best it can be.
No, sing it. Sing it. Sing People.
No.
I bet you she sings it as good as her sister. Go ahead, sing People.
No, I don't want to sing People.
Give me a couple of bars. You know you sing it in your room all night, putting knives in voodoo dolls.
I'll tell you the truth. I heard a little bit of Barbara's concert on the news.
Sound like Rosalind.
Rosalind sounds better.
Oh, I believe that. Sing People.
Yeah, sing.
Sing it. Sing now.
Sing, you bitch.
Listen,
Yeah.
guys, last night was really, really exciting. Are you going, Howard?
No, I refuse. My wife says she's going. She goes to all the lame-o concerts. I don't like that kind of music. I don't even know what era your sister grew up in. How old is she?
You know very well how old she is.
I like rock music. I'm still young.
K-Rock, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but let me ask you something. So you go there, and you don't...
She still hasn't told you who's sitting next to her.
No. Who sat next to you? Rosalind, Barbra Streisand, sister. Karen.
Well, now, you want to know last night? I was right by Anthony Quinn.
Right.
And right not far from the Mayor Dinkins.
Dinkins? Don't call him Mayor Dinkins. He was no mayor.
Flew in from Paris just for last night.
All right, so let me understand something. You call up
She was not far from these people, but they weren't right next
to her. They were
right
there, right. No.
Who was next to you?
Was right in front of me. What?
Who was next to you?
Who was next to me?
She didn't sit you next to any notables,
Mark
did she?
McEwen from CBS News.
Oh, what an insult.
He was almost out the door, wasn't he?
You know what? Your name, ironically, is Rosalind Kind. You know what I call your sister? Barbara Unkind.
Oh,
because that is disgraceful.
No.
She could have put you next to Anthony Quinn, not Mark McEwen.
I had great seats, Howard.
All right, let me get this straight.
I have no complaints.
Yeah, great seats so you could sit there and cry your eyes out because your sister is not nice to you.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. I know the truth, and that's why you love me when I say this.
Nah, I think that you should get your audience, everybody, to go, if you can even find a ticket anymore.
If I was you know what I would have done at that concert?
What?
I would have taken a flashlight. I would have shined it on my own nose just to show your sister how cute and small your nose is, to remind us with a whole concert, to throw our whole concert off.
Howard, you're
Yeah, nose.
Yeah, nose. Beak. Yeah.
Anthony there. Flashlight. All right, listen to me. Did you sing People?
Of course. That's one of her trademarks. And Julie Stein was there last night.
People who shut out families from the concert. They don't let them go backstage after
Howard,
the
are you going to be in Provincetown anytime in August?
We didn't ask. Did you go backstage after the show?
Of course I did.
And let me ask you something. Now, be honest. How long did you have to wait to get into Barbara's dressing room?
Not long at all. I went in 2 minutes.
You waited 2 minutes where? With the rest of the riffraff?
No, what riffraff? VIP's, doll.
A VIP room. You were put into a green room.
Do you have to have a pass?
I go right into the dressing room.
Did you have a pass?
Yes.
You had to wear a pass.
It's called security.
Oh, come on. What
like
do you...
they don't know who you are.
Oh,
actually, they should keep an eye on her. She could go off at any minute. You think OJ has a temper. Rosalind's ready to snap from the treatment she's getting. So it was a horrible night, wasn't it?
No, it was incredibly exciting.
Were you there with the date?
Welcome my sister home.
You should have brought me as your date.
Howard, you just said you wouldn't want to go.
I'd go with you, and I'd go back there and give your sister a piece of my mind. I tell you one thing, you'd love me after I did it. Was your sister cordial?
Of course.
Did she know who you were?
No, she said, who is that girl over there? And I'll get her out of here.
And let me tell you something. If I was in that room with you and your sister, I would have said, Barbara, by the way, Rosalind wanted me to ask you, could she stay over your apartment tonight? She needs a place to stay. The pipes burst in her apartment. I want to hear her tell me no.
Yeah, how big is Barbara's apartment?
Big enough.
She's not going to tell you no.
Have you ever slept over Barbara's apartment, yes or no?
Yes, I have.
When Barbara was there?
Yes, I have.
Say, I swear to God.
I swear to God.
How long ago?
Over my whole growing up era. That's a long time.
Oh, growing up? So not in recent adult. That's when you were young.
No, I was just there. I stayed there a few months ago.
Can you verify that? No, I didn't think so.
You're with the doorman.
Are her doorways extra wide for her nose?
Oh.
And you have that beautiful little nose? I bet you she looks at that nose.
My sister has a gorgeous nose.
You love your sister, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you had to wait. So who did you have to wait in the green room to see your sister with?
I didn't wait in the green room. I was in the dressing room with Bella Abzug and Mayor Dinkins.
And who was the first one?
And Donald, your friend Donald, and Marla Trump.
And do you get to walk in with all of them, or are you going for a separate audience?
For what?
Separate audience. Do you walk in with all of the dignitaries, or are you going yourself?
I walk in whenever I feel like walking in.
But you had to wait until they told you could go in.
No.
So while those people are standing there, you could have just walked in?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Because as soon as I'm seen by my sister's people, I go.
When is your sister's next concert?
day after today.
All right. You get tickets. Get 2 tickets. I'm going to go with you.
I'm leaving for London.
How drunk?
That's why I went yesterday.
How drunk did you have to get before you went back there to see her?
Not drunk at all.
Really? No.
I get high on her incredible talent.
Really?
Yeah. She's
So you think
incredible
she
to watch.
sings? You think she sings better than you?
I think my sister's a phenomenon.
Who is a better singer technically, you or your sister?
My mother.
No, who is better, you or your sister? I asked you a question.
I think my sister's incredible.
So she's better than you?
She's a better singer than you?
Probably I would tell you that, yeah. I would say so.
You're not sure, though, are you?
No, I would say so.
You say so and not mean it. Would you say so and not mean it?
No, I would say so and mean it.
What are you wearing right now?
What am I wearing?
Yeah. What are you lounging?
I'm lounging in a terry cloth robe.
Naked under the robe?
Not quite.
Would that mean panties and bra?
What are you wearing, Howard?
Are you wearing a panties and bra?
Not yet.
So you're nude underneath your robe?
No.
Well, what could you be wearing? Shorts?
Think about it.
Are you wearing just panties?
Perhaps.
Is your dog sitting close to you?
No. My dog is on his way back to Los Angeles because I have to go to London.
Is your
The dog and you travel separately?
Well, I have to send. I know I had my puppy with me, but I've been.
People who love their dogs, I love when the airlines get a hold of them. They put them in a box. They put them underneath.
Mine rides. Are you kidding? Mine rides in the plane with me. There's no way I would put him underneath.
You know,
I'm sending him home with my.
Do you know you treat your dogs better than I treat Jackie and Fred? I put them underneath. It's unbelievable.
So you have for their biscuit?
So you have a puppy instead of a little pussy?
Oh,
pussycat. No, what is wrong with that question? You guys, I said you have a puppy or did you have a pussy?
I have all the right parts needed for what's needed. You know what I mean? But I do have an adorable little Yorkshire Terrier.
Did you bring a man with you to the Barbra Streisand concert?
Yeah.
Who'd you bring? Mayor Dinkins?
Not telling. Huh?
Mayor Dinkins?
No, he was there with his wife.
I bet you I know who you brought. Grandpa Al Lewis.
Grandpa who?
Al Lewis.
No.
Who'd you bring with you?
A friend of mine.
And did he get to go back and meet Barbara?
Oh, yeah. He had a pass, too.
So did he get all horny and take you home and did he all say, hey, I met Barbara?
Because of the concert? No way.
Probably goes, hey, I met Barbara. I can leave now. I'll see you.
No, the people around me like me for who I am.
Was he gay? Was he a homosexual?
No.
Were there many homosexuals in the audience?
I would say there was a vast, good mix.
I'd say half.
Barbara timed it right because the gay games.
Oh, don't think that was an accident.
Because of that. Look at this. She's starting summer. What better time to be in New York? The Rangers, the Knicks. I mean, look what's happening.
Don't you think your sister's a little affected though with some of those raps she does on stage?
No, I don't think my sister says anything she really doesn't believe.
You know, I sing this song for people. For people like you.
People who ignore their sisters, who make their sisters call their assistants for tickets in the world. Sing people.
No.
Sing it.
No.
Sing.
Sing.
No.
Yeah, you will sing. Sing.
No, I will not.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah, sing.
So you're going over to England.
I'm going over to England, and I just did the Taj Mahal, the Mark Edis Arena, 2 weeks ago.
The Market of Serena. That sounds like
the Mark Edis Arena at the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. You know, Donald Trump's Taj Mahal.
She's got a good voice, but she has to live under the
in the shadow
of her sister. This is what this show is all about today when we talk to Barbra Streisand's sister, Rosalind Kahn.
It's only your story, Howard.
It's a very...
That's
listen,
your
she
connection.
can't... You hear the frustration in her voice. You see that this is a woman who has to call the assistant for tickets, and I think it's wrong.
And stand out in the dressing room.
Oh, God. You know, I'm going to tear right now. You know,
all right, listen, I wish you tremendous success in England.
Wait a minute. How long did you get to spend with Barbara? Did you spend some time talking
to
her?
I was there well over an hour before I left with my group of people whom my sister greeted very graciously.
How many people were in the room with you when you went to see your sister? Was Mayor Dinkins and Trump and everyone in there with you?
Yeah, at the beginning, and then they filtered out, and new ones came in, and they filtered out, and other people came in.
So you were never alone with your sister?
Of course not.
Yes, I was.
Because you hung around annoyingly for over an hour.
I don't annoy anybody.
No, but you hung around.
Am I annoying you when I'm around?
You hung around and you hung around waiting for a moment alone with your sister. True?
No.
True or false?
No. I'm not there to hang around and wait for somebody's coattails. I'm there.
You want to know what you ought to do at this point? And I'm going to tell you something, and have no shame doing it. Yeah. If I were you, I'd change my name to Barbra Streisand right now. And frig her.
There's enough impersonators walking on the street now.
Well, just call yourself Barbra Streisand. You're as much entitled to that name as she is. Thank you. Rosalind, good luck in England, and we'll see you.
I'll also be in Provincetown, August 17th to September 4th, so whoever's in Provincetown, please come in and see us.
We will go see you this summer, and when you're in New York, come back to see us to promote future gigs where we can help you with your problem. Thank you.
My new psychologist here.
Absolutely. Provincetown. Thank you.
Thanks, Howard. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There she is, the very beautiful Barbra Streisand's sister, calling in with a review of the Barbra Streisand show. Robin, I must take a break. When I come back, I will go to the phones. I will also meet this nude woman.
Another one.
Another one who wants to be here naked, and we'll be back with all that. Also, I'll sort of talk about my impressions of yesterday's big OJ news.
Yeah.
Right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, I see here my wife's going to the Barbra Streisand concert on Thursday.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's a regular little party girl. I like her home during the week, but what can I tell you?
Yeah, she's out of control.
Because what happens is she goes out. Yeah, you'd think the OJ Simpson story would scare her into staying home. No, hasn't had an effect.
Has she seen the papers?
Robin, do me a favor. During the newscast, really play it up.
Bring a few newspapers home with you.
People
Lay
say,
them around the house.
Howard, why do you want your wife home during the week? What do you want, sex or something? No, it's not about sex. It's about taking care of the kids, and so I can get to bed easily.
Have they bothered you once?
Once in a while, they open the door if I'm trying to relax. She keeps them in line when she's home. So, anyway, that's that. Hey, by the way, just everybody take note of the Christy Brinkley is on the cover of Esquire this month. She is in short shorts, completely nude, except for a Henry Kissinger book over her breasts. Let me show you. See that, Robin?
Oh, I see what you're saying there.
And the point being that my book, Private Parts, on the cover, I was completely covered up. All you saw was my chest and my legs. And there was a big problem with me being displayed in bookstores. I guarantee you this cover will be on every magazine rack.
Prominently displayed.
Prominently displayed, and there will be no problem with it. And she is more naked than I was. And I have no problem with this cover, don't get me wrong. It's just the double standard exists. Also, we went to Cleveland. I don't have a further update for you on what's going on with the engineer who cut our wires. I don't know what's going on. I haven't received a report, but on tomorrow's list of things to do, Robin, let's call Doug Podell for a full update.
Certainly.
Because we can't let that get out of the news. On a lighter side of our Cleveland trip, you know, we had a beautiful, I didn't realize how beautiful it looked. I've seen pictures now of the Cleveland funeral. That big buzzard and the big one-eyed Cyclops Lanigan, our competition in Cleveland, I see that the models, the mock-ups of them that we had on stage looked beautiful.
Wow. I didn't know. We had no perspective on it.
When Joey Buttafuoco chopped out the eye of one-eyed Lanigan, I didn't realize what a collector's item it would become. I received a press conference. Lanigan's Cyclopean eyeball to be displayed at comic book store. Let's see. John Lanigan's eyeball will be on display next month at JC Comics and Cards.
And they know it is the eyeball.
Yes.
They have confirmation.
Yes, well, that's what it says here. The later day addition to that, there's a whole distinguished list of different things they're selling there, but the foam eyeball from a huge Cyclops effigy of Cleveland disc jockey John Lanigan will be on public display exclusively for 2 days, only on Friday, July 22nd and Saturday, July 23rd at the Cuyahoga Falls comic book store. JC Comics employee Lou Durker, who camped out more than 5 hours to get a spot close to the stage for the 6 a.m. Stern Show, was fortunate enough to catch the eyeball after it sailed into a crowd of more than 6,000 ecstatic fans. Joey Buttafuoco chopped out Lanigan's eye with a medieval axe. Lanigan's head was hacked off and blood spurted into the crowd, and then Buttafuoco himself tossed out the eyeball. It bounced off a bunch of drunk people before he grabbed it.
Ah, very lucky man. The head was totally destroyed.
Yes. Durker, 22, said about a dozen rowdy Stern fans, also eager for the ocular souvenir, instantly jumped on him after the lucky catch. I had to stuff the eye inside my pants before I stood up. Quick thinking. He said, I'm lucky I survived that pile-up. I got grabbed and clawed and everything, but it was worth it. See, if I knew it was worth something, Robin, I would have held on to it. Who knew?
You would have caught it.
When asked whether he thought about donating the prized possession to a museum or institute of higher learning, the history-minded Durker said he had been considering the idea. He said, this is a beautiful quote, "The eyeball doesn't so much belong to me as it belongs to all of Howard's Cleveland fans and to the ages," Durker said. So for the meantime, he's holding on to it, but we don't know what's going to happen. I thought you'd be interested in that.
I think that's very interesting.
Moment of history, Stern Show history, Robin.
And a piece of Stern Show history, actual piece of the event, is on display.
Concerning our E-show, Robin, from the people of, this is a plea from the people of Massachusetts. I received this letter yesterday. Continental Cable Company, who is the sole cable operator for many of the metropolitan towns west of Boston, will not put the E-channel in several of these areas. Their excuse is that there is no room on that city's program list. Isn't it amazing how cable companies have room for 14 home shopping channels, but they don't have room for an entertainment channel that is other than home shopping? Isn't that something? Anybody, no? Anybody not amazed by that? No.
People love their home shopping.
And what about the game tonight, the Knicks game? I am, where is Gary on the bet?
It's not tonight, it's Wednesday.
What is today?
Tuesday.
Oh, don't tell me that, Robin. You mean I got a whole other day till Wednesday? Oh, for Christ's sake.
I'm sorry. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, I was praying it was Wednesday, 2 days away from the weekend. I thought it was Wednesday and tomorrow was Thursday.
No.
So the game is tomorrow night.
That's right.
Where is Fa Phone-I?
Bowie.
Do you get E, by the way?
Yes,
so you get it. I get 9 channels of insects and desert animals. That's all I ever see.
True. We really do. We get great cable in Manhattan. It's just not, the quality of it isn't.
I know. You guys give me videotapes. Robin sometimes gives me videotapes. I can't even get my tracking to work.
That's what I understand. Maybe Gary and I should just trade tapes.
Yeah.
When I was on the Upper West Side, there was a different cable system. Your stereo would flutter in and out while you watch MTV.
Well, mine does that now. It pops in and out.
You're on that system, I think.
Ah.
Here's a listener that says, can you please ask that everyone in the Metro West area of Massachusetts call Continental Cable Company and call them and tell them that you want the E-channel. I don't blame you. You know what? You said E-channel, something a little different. They have behind the scenes and things like that. They have our show.
Showbiz News.
They got Talk Soup, this kind of thing.
You know what I think the big tragedy is, Howard? Seriously, when I called you last night and I said, hey, Howard, you watching the E-show? And you said, no, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was sitting there because Gary goes, it's on. I go, I can't watch it. I don't get it.
Because after I watched the show, I wanted to call you, and then it occurred to me that you wouldn't be watching it anyway.
Although if they run me hugging the naked chicken here today, it's probably better it doesn't come into my house.
You know what? I'm sending that tape over. I'll have somebody rush it over so Allison can see it before she goes to bed.
You know, I slipped for a moment and had an intimate thing on the air here, and you've got to ruin it by sending it to my wife. That's not right.
I've been waiting for this day.
Now you have tape of me hugging. Where is this other naked woman? Bring her in. Let's find out what this is.
Maybe this naked woman will make it to the airwaves.
Yes. Well, she seems less inhibited. She came in with that guy. There's this guy we had on last week.
I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name, but I'll tell you what he does for a living. He's a guy who has like a regular video camera, and he's convinced girls to come up to his apartment, and he takes video of them, and he charges them like $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah, he claims it's some kind of portfolio that they can use for their business.
Yeah, and it's no portfolio.
I'd love to see one of these presentations he puts together.
Now, here he comes. I see him now. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's your name again, dude?
Lee.
Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this girl. She's a lot better than the last one you brought.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lee has no quality control.
Have I met you before?
At Studio One about 3 or 4 years ago.
No one could forget you.
You remember?
I just remember seeing her somewhere.
Studio One? What's that?
I don't know. What is that?
It's a rock club.
I was there?
Yeah.
I met you?
Mm-hmm.
What was I doing there?
You were there to see a band. This was like 3 or 4 years ago.
See, this is did you go to bed with me?
No.
Oh, because there's a lot of guys going around impersonating me.
People that they're you.
Oh, really? I never went there.
Really?
Yeah, I swear. Right, Gary? Have I ever been there?
I see people in clubs all the time trying so hard to be you. Right. And then people go, oh, there's Howard. And it definitely wasn't you.
Yeah.
You weren't there, man.
What?
It's in Newark, man. You weren't there.
Oh, forget it. You weren't
in
there.
Newark?
Yeah, you wouldn't be
Oh, what is that, a strip club or something?
No.
No?
It's a rock club.
Really?
Yeah.
The first time you were ever in Newark was when we did the pay-per-view special.
Hey, that's the last time because I'm not allowed in there because of the pay-per-view special. 1-800-52-STERN. Buy the tape and see why. Hey, dude.
But before you were so big, I used to go around telling people I was you, you know.
Really?
I'd be able to get away with it back then.
Yeah?
Did it ever work?
No, I'm just...
You're the king of the scams. Did he ever take video of you?
As a matter of fact, he does video for our boxing. We do female boxing.
This dude's got some racket.
Yeah, and there are more businesses with females in the front. Female strippers, female boxing.
He doesn't have any gigs that don't involve female something. Dude,
No,
how did you get that? How do you get a name doing that? Like you have, I saw your camera. It's like my video camera.
No, you never...
oh, dude, it's like my video.
Camera.
Yes, I do. What do you got?
I got a Canon A1. It's a high-A camera.
It's high-A.
No. I rent bigger cameras for bigger stuff. Yeah. No, I could do killer stuff with high-A.
Did you have sex with her? Did you guys have sex?
No. The guy running around the hall has a high-A camera.
Yeah, I know, and it looks horrible.
Well, it's on TV, right?
No, it's not. I haven't allowed it.
Not your TV, but I mean some people's. Mine.
So how'd you meet her?
Through a friend.
And she came up and wanted video of herself?
No, she does the boxing thing, the female boxing.
Now, where does that appear?
We do it at go-go bars. We do it at regular clubs. All over the place. The clubs pay us to go in there and do a show.
Hey, you're hot looking. You got some body on you.
Thank you.
Check out the tattoos, Howard. Show them the one on your neck. They'll dig that.
Are you real horny, or are you just like a real cold-hearted stripper? What is that?
Fang marks?
It's vampire bites.
I dig that. I'd bite your neck.
I have 8 of them altogether.
Who's that? What do you got? A guy's name on your chest?
Yes, my boyfriend.
Boy, everybody just got limp. You don't put if you're a stripper, you don't put your boyfriend's name on you.
Why not?
Because guys don't want to see that.
Why? They go home to their wives. They just come there to have fun while they're out.
Yeah. You got some hot little body. I bet you're a minx in bed, huh? Are you horny, or are you just like so cold from stripping and hate guys so much?
I don't hate guys. No.
Do you really put out?
To my boyfriend, yeah.
Yeah? Like you really, and like were you abused as a child or something?
No.
I bet you were.
No. No, my mother was a stripper too when she was younger.
No abuse.
That's different.
Firms it up right there. No abuse at all.
So like you have no inhibitions, right? You love showing your body and giving yourself total to a man?
Well, I won't dance nude.
You won't?
No.
Are you going to get naked for us?
To a point, but I won't get nude.
Well, what do you
is
mean?
nude? See, you always got to get the definition.
And what's with her? Well, what does she become? Well, I don't understand.
She's saying she wants to leave some jewelry on,
Oh, jewelry's fine. Yeah, jewelry's okay. Oh.
See, I told you have to get the definition.
So what's the deal? You box? So guys enjoy seeing naked girls kick each other's asses?
Yeah, they do. For some reason. Actually, as a matter of fact,
I think I dig that too.
As a matter of fact, they auction us off to the highest bidder to be our ringside manager.
Really?
Yeah.
You got really nice legs. What kind of shoes are you wearing? Yeah, you know. Oh, what'd you do with that tattoo on your leg? Oh.
What is that?
I'm all over the place.
The other side.
Oh no, man.
What is it? A big tattoo on her leg?
Yeah, it's bigger than Drew Barrymore's. I mean, at some point, it's too much. It's like, you ever see Tommy Lee from Motley Crue, the one Heather Locklear was married to? He's got too many damn tattoos, right? I mean, tattoos are cool, but that whole thing's running up your leg.
Yeah.
What is that, a panther?
Yes, it is.
See, that's kind of white trash kind of panther thing, you know what I mean? All the way running up your leg. You got beautiful legs.
Yeah.
So I had like 1 or 2 tattoos. I dig the fang marks. I hate your boyfriend's name on there. That sucks. You got this great body. How old are you?
Thank you. 22.
So did you start having sex at a really young age?
Yeah.
You seem pretty open to stuff.
Yeah. I was 14, I think.
14?
14, yeah.
Would you give yourself to like a 40-year-old strip club owner?
No.
Huh?
I didn't start dancing until I was 18.
And are you really horny?
Right now, no.
Oh.
Not at this moment.
Not at this moment, no.
What's it like spending a night in the sack with you? I mean, do you like really give a guy
You'd have to ask my boyfriend.
a couple of times a night you give it to him?
If he can stand it, yeah.
Really? Oh, he could stand it. So how old were you when you first saw your mom strip for strangers?
Oh, I've never seen my mom strip.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's told me that she used to be a go-go dancer and a belly dancer also. So.
No kidding. Yeah, my mother, too. My mom's got the belly for it. There's no question about it. She's been bulking up for that belly dancing. How old are you again?
22.
Oh, that's so young. But she seems kind of hardened a little bit, like you've been through the stripping mill, you know what I mean? Like guys have put you through a lot.
Mm-hmm. No innocence there.
No.
I don't know if she's real horny.
Who was your, the guy who initiated you at 14?
boyfriend at the time. I was going out with him for a year and a half before I ever had kids.
How old was he?
He was 17.
You do lesbianism?
No.
So what'd you do? You paid her to come down here and strip for us?
No.
'Cause this guy's desperate to be with us.
He's hanging out there.
I love you guys.
He brings the girls down here at 5:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning.
I know. I can't figure out his deal.
No, I just, girls are into coming down here.
Right. Hey, so can we see you get naked now? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What's
how
coming
does
off
he keep
first?
the girls with him all night?
Yeah, how's that all work?
I picked her up around 4:30 this morning.
What's your story? You have such a hard-on to be in the studio that you can't...
No, it's fun. It's great being here.
Yeah, he's really into it.
Yeah, I listen to,
He's pulling down about 30, 40 grand a year just taking pictures of naked girls.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be cutting into his income.
No, not really. After I go up from here, I got some work to do today.
I bet you guys have abused you and stuff. You look like you've been,
Oh, no.
No?
No.
They've been treating you all right?
No, they just bring her to radio
You abuse guys?
Yes.
Do you ever get it on with other girls?
No.
You never got it on with another girl?
No.
With a body like that, I bet you a lot of them come on to you.
Oh, yeah, I've had girls come on to me, especially in the profession that I'm in.
She's wearing short shorts, but the short shorts are opened at the top button. That's
that's the style.
That's real sexy.
That's what you do today.
You got a belly button ring?
No, I don't.
You're going to have to get that.
Is that
I'll wear a
prohibited
fake
in
one.
boxing?
I don't know. It's against the rules.
No.
And then she also has like one of those shirts that are just tied up around her chest, and that's about it. But she's got a real good stomach.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, damn right. All right, so what are you going to take off first?
Why don't you get some music going? Have her.
Why don't you just shut up, you retard? Who asked
This is
you?
not your studio.
You're just here because you got girls to come down with you.
That's what he does.
She get some music. We're not looking for a party. We just want to see naked
Give her
girls.
a couple of beers and put some music on.
Dude, we can't party here. We're doing a show.
I thought you'd be into it. She'd do.
All right, let me see what happens here. Now, what's under your short
Don't
shorts?
you dance. That's all.
You got panties on under there?
Panties on.
A thong? Hey, do me a favor here. Put the microphone near your face so we can hear you. I like to hear you talk while you take your clothes off.
What would you like me to say?
All right, well.
I don't have much of a chest, I'll tell you.
Well, we can see that. We'll be the judge of what you have.
It's amazing how women
Let me
come
see.
in now and they excuse themselves for
Wow.
not having...
All the girls take their pants off the same way. They stick their butt in their face.
Yeah,
and then
what is that all about, Howard?
That's the dancer's way of doing it?
When you're working, you want to bend over so that
You're not working here. Just relax and just take it all off. Hey, now what else is coming off? Anything else?
Well, it depends. Are you giving me any money?
Money.
No, I'm not going to give you any money. It's up to you. Come on, take your top off.
This is only for love.
All right, do it for love. Yeah, do it for love. Let me see. Well, those are small, but they're at least round.
Oh, thank you.
I think my wife's bigger than her, actually. No kidding. Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a great body. What can I
Thank
say? Billy, put your wallet back. I can tell you had kids, though, right?
I have one daughter, yes.
I knew it because I can see some stretch marks.
Oh.
Right?
I have.
See, that's a turnoff to me that she has kids. I don't want to know that.
One daughter? And when did you have this daughter? And who is the
She'll
father?
be 8 in July.
She's 8?
Yes.
Oh, my
A lot
God.
of the strippers have kids.
8 years old. She's only 22. When
Wow. When did you have the kid?
When I was 15.
When you were 15. Wow. You're wild. Well, you certainly whipped yourself back into shape, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Well, it's been 8 years.
You're not kidding. See, that's when women are supposed to have kids biologically, when they're 15.
Is that right?
Yeah, actually.
Mr. Anthropologist?
I never understand that, though. Why wouldn't you get put your microphone on? Why would you not have an abortion when you're 15 and you got your whole life in front of you? I mean, what's it like to have a kid when you're 15?
You got to get a babysitter to go to the prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had my mother to do that.
And
My
did your
mom
mother
helped-
say, hey, it's not good for a 15-year-old kid to be in school and have a kid?
Yeah, but my parents helped me out a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
You didn't feel like a kid having a kid?
Oh, I did, yeah.
And you didn't want to have an abortion and stuff?
At that point, no, I was too scared to do anything.
And your parents wouldn't help you?
I didn't tell my parents until I was almost 7.5 months pregnant.
You're
My
kidding.
parents didn't know, no.
Oh, they must have been thrilled with that. I don't know. 8-year-old kid.
Where's the father now? We don't know.
No. We really don't
I
care.
bet you he's sitting next to her.
You know, I love these women who, like they have babies by guys and they would rather never see them again. You know, you'd only do the most intimate thing.
Hey, I'd have
you
a baby
could
with you.
possibly do.
I'll have a baby.
And they're like, oh, I don't ever want to see him.
I'll have a baby with you if you guarantee me you won't bother me.
But it's just that attitude. I had a child by someone I can't stand.
Well, he took off, so I could really care less where...
Was he a black guy?
No.
White guy?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you saying? Only black guys?
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Don't you start in over there, you two.
Hello?
What?
Oh, you.
Niggas?
No, shut up.
Only niggas do that. I don't believe
Right,
it was
he's
a white
probably
man.
Irish.
I don't believe it was a white man. Not for 1 second. You hear me?
He was a mix something.
Yeah. Sure.
Was he an Irish guy, this guy who knocked you up?
No, he was Italian.
Was he older than you?
He was 17.
He was 17, I see.
No, is that...
Fucking young Dago.
Oh, Jay.
Happy Father's Day.
All right, anyway, I want to thank you for getting naked. Now, where can we see you dance?
I'm working tomorrow night at the playground in Palisades Park.
Right.
I'm working Thursday night at Cottontails in Jefferson.
Oh, Cottontails, Robin. That's where you wanted to take off your clothes.
I love that place.
And
Yes.
Winners up in Hamburg on Friday.
And what is your name?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yes.
That's your made-up name or your
No,
real
that's
name?
my real
That is your real
yes,
name.
And I
Use that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you're doing a good job. Whatever you're doing, you turn
What do you hope your daughter grows up to be?
Stripper.
Anything
Third-line
other
stripper.
than this.
Anything other than... Well, you really hate it, don't
Well,
you?
no, my daughter's doing very well. She's in the Learning Unlimited program at school. She's a gifted child as far as they're concerned. So she's
What's her
going
IQ?
to college.
Believe me, they're all gifted until they start taking their clothes off. Trust
Just be
me.
the smartest one taking
Yeah. Why, she's a genius. She can add and take off her clothes at the same time. Everyone's gifted. Every
Still
parent I
working
know has
into
a
the act.
gifted kid.
Sure.
If she's gifted, that means she'll be stripping by the time she's 11. She's very advanced. You know, she started taking off her clothes at 11. Took me till 18, 19 to figure out what to do.
Hopefully she won't.
Well, you'll see. Oh, listen, you know, what am I
Well,
going
you
to
got
say?
to figure your mother was a stripper.
You're a stripper.
Yeah, but hopefully, since I'm doing it now, I can afford to give her the money that she needs so she doesn't have to do it.
I see.
Oh, I see. Well, keep dreaming. Okay, anyway. She'll have 30 tattoos and she'll be taking her clothes off. But anyway, congratulations to you, Kelly, on your beautiful body.
Thank you.
Aren't you sick of guys looking at you every minute?
Not really.
Really?
No.
So why do you hate stripping so much?
Oh, I don't hate my job.
No?
I like
But
my
you don't
job.
want your daughter to do it.
Well, no, but, I mean...
Now you're giving her a hard time.
Okay.
Well, maybe your buddy here will make you a movie star. What's your name again?
Lee.
Lee.
Hey, check this out. She was in a movie with Nancy Sirianni. When she saw you...
Oh, Jackie.
When she saw you coming
You
in...
mean
she was
Jackie's
like,
wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were in a movie with Jackie's wife?
I wasn't. I was like extra in the movie. My old roommate was in the movie with her.
Oh, Nancy was the big star.
Yeah. The movie Ghoul School.
You know.
Ghoul School.
Yeah,
Right.
it was a low budget one. Filled it.
Low
with
budget isn't the word for it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
You know the
Joe
high
Franklin.
quality work that
Yeah, that she's been
Joe
involved.
Franklin was in that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We should say that.
Me and
Sure.
Joe.
Howard, what's the deal with the movie that you were in a long time ago?
You know, you get on my nerves. You really do.
I'm sorry.
All right, thank you. All right, Lee.
enough of you.
I'd hardly call it a movie. I'd call it a videotape. I went over and did a videotape once. Some guy goes, okay, now it's a movie. Okay, sure. No, actually, the world of movies is just opening up for me. Kelly, you're very experienced.
Do you think, though, however, because this happens to everyone, you have a big hit movie.
Yes.
And then something gets re-released with your picture
They're going to
on the
re-release.
cover.
Yeah, they're going to re-release every TV show, anything I ever was involved in. It's going to be because my movie's going to be a big hit. I hate to tell you that, Kelly.
Oh, I believe it.
No, you better believe it. I might think of casting you in the movie.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll char you out later. All right, very good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Right.
I have to take a break. When we come back, Rob, we're going to do the news about OJ Simpson. We'll take a few phone calls. We'll do everything right when we get back.
The Howard Stern Show.
I had a very garlicky lunch.
Yeah.
Had a pasta with like a garlic broth, and I went home to take a nap, and I took it. Before I went to sleep, when I woke up.
You had breath as fresh as a daisy?
Well, you know what? You don't smell anything. That's the point. It's not like you smell...
Well, you can smell your breath before.
No. You don't smell anything like a candy smell or a fresh smell. It's just no smell.
Good breath.
Good breath. Normal breath.
Well, because I know mints don't work.
Do we have some of that here?
What,
Yeah.
Breath Assure? Yeah. We sure do.
Because we could test Gary.
You know where I really needed it? Bad? When we came back
today?
When we came back from Cleveland. Here's a perfect example.
Okay.
We came back from Cleveland. Remember we had that big lunch?
Yes.
That Italian lunch?
Yes.
And it was like really garlicky.
Well, yours was.
I got on a plane, and I sat next to a woman.
Yeah.
And I knew that my breath reeked. There was nothing I could do about it. I felt really bad.
And that woman was Jackie O. Died a couple
but I wish
days.
I would have had them.
Yeah, you got to carry it with you. And I know what you're talking about. I know guys who eat heavy garlic and stuff, and it's maybe the worst smell in the world.
Jackie has that problem sometimes. You know that Jackie can be
After he drinks.
Before he gets to you.
Jackie stinks after he does his show, one of his late shows. And he drinks the whole night, and he stinks. And it turns into this garlicky kind of smell. Next time he walks in like that.
Up your BO, Robin.
Robin has BO?
Are you kidding?
Oh,
Really?
Jackie, you know that's not
When you
true.
wear that sleeveless stuff?
Oh, you are such a liar.
Very funny.
You know how you smell after you get done at a club. Why don't you just...
Can I tell you how it works?
How bad is it when Jackie comes in after?
I'll tell you what happens is Jackie might work late.
Sleeveless stuff.
Stinky. You're ripe. Ripe. You fart, she smells. We're all disgusting.
Your extra's disgusting. Go ahead.
If Jackie works late
I'm not.
at a club...
We're not saying you smell
Fred,
all the time,
you think
Jackie.
Fred's honest? Fred, well, how does Jackie smell after a club?
Some days when I smell myself, I'm thinking, man, it's like maybe I didn't put deodorant on this morning, and then I go, wait a minute, it's not me.
It's Jackie.
It's that
The
strong.
smell gets all the way over to you.
It's that
No, what happens is Jackie works at a club and they serve food. He might have like a whole thing of chicken wings, a big roast beef sandwich, some onion soup, and then he has a bunch of beers. 2 o'clock in the morning, you go to sleep, but if you get up at 5, the alcohol smell doesn't go away.
And neither does the...
And it comes through your pores.
Yeah.
And
Smell like a fry later.
You might need a whole packet of Breath Assure, like a whole...
Gary, you're saying I have to do something out of the ordinary to stink.
Right.
Right, yeah, no, right.
So you're saying Gary just stinks all the time.
Right.
You're saying, hey, at least you have an excuse. You went out drinking and...
I can take... You know what? I can take Breath Assure. You'll always be an aging drunk.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I have no comment.
oh yeah. Well, you're real quick on the comeback, just like your check.
Yeah, but Jackie could give up drinking beer and buffalo wings, but you'll never be able to shrink those landing strip-sized choppers.
That's a very funny joke, except for one thing. Jackie can't give up beer and chicken wings.
That's true, too.
This just
All right,
can't
there
happen.
you go. All right. Listen, you two guys work it out.
Guilty as accused.
Here you go. Here's Breath Assure for you.
Thanks.
Rub it on your body.
Let me see it. I'm kind of curious.
You should eat the plastic and everything.
They look like little vitamin E tablets.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're vitamins kind of looking things.
They just want you to really point out it's not a candy.
Right.
And you don't suck on it.
Right, you swallow it.
What is it, Stuttering John?
This is Gary's phone. This is what you got to smell.
Let me smell.
Oh.
Smell the mouthpiece of that. Just smell inside.
All right, let me do it. Is this from
Now,
today?
John, do me a favor. Go grab any other phone
All right, let
that
me
I
say
don't
something.
use.
Let me
Smell the
say
mouth
something.
of it.
John, pick up the mic. What? This is the actual...
That's Gary's phone.
This is Gary's phone.
No one else used it today.
know he smells, I swear to God.
All right. All right. What phone is that?
What phone is this?
This is the one from the office.
All right, let me smell. Well, let me smell the phone that no one, you know.
That's everybody's phone.
No problem. I swear, no problem.
No problem. Okay.
I have smelled Gary's phone.
I would
It's
like to
yours.
take this test
Hold
when
on.
you're done.
Let me see.
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
Oh my God!
Give me
Now
my
hold it.
phone.
No, I'm going to give it to some other people before.
Well,
I
I'm
do
not
it.
sure working the phone because
Hold it. Now I'm going to mix up the phones. I'm going to put a little
Okay.
mark. Wait, I'm going to put a little mark on one to mark Gary's phone. That you won't even see.
Oh, come on, Gary. Don't get
Gary is now hurt.
Gary,
Not hurt. It's just something good to be about.
you just know this will be on television tonight, and it's embarrassing.
Very funny when you were attacking me, wasn't it?
Well, that's because you really are.
Jackie, give me your pen because I can't write on the phone, the fouled phone.
You're the one who started attacking me, Jackie. Well, my job is to try to get back. If I'm funny once to you 10 times, I win.
Here, Jackie, here's your pen. All right, wait.
Now you're going to mix them up.
Oh, God, Gary, seriously.
It's not Howard. That's why I used to spray the phone with it. With breath freshener.
All right, Fred, don't look at the back of these phones now.
Actually, the person who should try it is Robin because she's got a cute sense of
Come over here, Robin. You're cute. Come here. All right, and then after this test, quarantine this phone, okay? You need a wipe on this phone. I told you your phone smells.
Well, they clean their phones regularly. Mine's never cleaned.
I see. All right, Robin, please do not look at the back of the phones.
All right.
I'm going to mix these up now.
Let me sit on Gary's lap.
All right, sit on Gary's lap.
Be careful.
All right, pumpkin. Now, wait a second. Smell this one.
All right.
All right. And don't say anything. Just smell it.
This ain't bad.
Mm-hmm. Smell this one. Okay. Smell the...
It's like wine tasting.
Let me smell that one again.
Okay. All right.
Let me smell that one.
Oh.
That's it.
Give me that one.
Do you believe it? That's it, Gary. That's it. What can I tell you? Do you believe how bad it smells?
I'd just like to say that we clean the phone, Gary's phone, every day.
Really?
Not like a week.
I gotta tell you, I don't smell it.
You don't smell it.
Gary, come on, put it up. Come on.
We keep telling you that.
I smell Robin. Is all I smell.
Come here. Give me that phone. I have never smelled.
It almost grates.
Wow, Gary. Oh, please, you don't smell it.
Wait, Gary, that's...
Gary,
I was smelling the earpiece.
Let me ask you.
You're smelling the earpiece, that's why.
Can I ask you?
I was.
Your ears smell.
Earpiece is yellow.
No wonder Gary doesn't smell. He's smelling the earpiece.
Oh, no.
I was.
Can I ask you something, seriously? And if I'm offending you, just stop me.
You've already offended me, so go anyway.
Would you mind making your calls from the phone booth outside?
But I swear, Howard, sometimes when I have to use that phone, you almost gag.
Do me a favor. Take the phone and dip it in breath assure. All right?
Does it mean Infinity's going to start paying me in quarters so I can go outside?
Yes.
Can Gary have his own phone?
I have my own phone.
Gary, you don't wipe with that phone, do you? Oh, man. Are you guys smelling it over there? Jackie, smell it.
Don't look.
Oh, man.
Which one, wise ass?
They both stink to me.
I don't use the other one.
Give it to Fred. He'll know in a minute.
I smell perfume.
Yeah,
well, that's the good one.
That's the good one.
When Robin's rubbed against herself.
The one that reeks is Gary.
Okay, that's one. Okay, that takes two.
This one smells cleaner.
Which one?
This is the one.
That's the one.
That's the it.
I almost vomited.
You must be wearing off.
Everyone can smell it. Gary, you really got to get some breath ashore.
I just started taking it. Hopefully things will work out better.
All right.
Billy.
Look at Billy.
It's like he opened a sewer cover.
This is the clean one.
No, I know some people, their phone smells. Listen. It's a funny thing. I was in the bathroom.
Burn those.
Yeah, exactly. Now go answer the phone.
Seriously, hey, Gorilla, because you smell Gary's phone every day, right? And what happens when you go to answer it? It reeks.
It does. I swear to God. I didn't say anything. When John grabbed that phone, I almost fell off the chair because I always think it.
Because what happens? Sometimes you have to go on the phone.
No, for a year, I used to spray the phone with the breath freshener, but I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because you gag.
So now he had to break it to me in front of 16 million people instead of pulling me over to the
Yeah, he had the heart there.
Now he's got the heart to tell me.
And not only 16 million people, now with the E Network, we've got an additional 25 million homes.
People in Iowa are going to go, hey, there's a smelly guinea.
Yeah, right. You know what, Wani? I don't think Infinity Broadcasting. Why don't you throw out that whole receiver? I think it's damaged. And just get a new one for the guys. And now that Gary's using breath ashore, maybe we'll have better luck. All right?
I'll just gargle with Clorox.
Do people on the other end of the phone ever complain?
Nope. Never
Is that possible?
I don't see how that could be stopped by wire.
I don't know. Mere wire doesn't stop that.
I smell a recurring theme on this show.
By the way, if you want breath ashore, you must call 1-800-8-BREATH. 1-800-8-BREATH. Obviously, Gary has that tattooed on his arm.
He takes it daily.
Right. You might want to consider using the speakerphone.
I do use it quite a bit.
Oh, you do? Good. All right. Well, that would help.
People get insulted by that.
They do?
Yeah.
All right, well, explain you have a problem.
I'm a handicap.
All right.
I have no arms and bad breath.
Imagine if Edison himself came back and found out that his phone was being smelled up by Gary. It's a funny thing. I was in the men's room. And, I'm so used to now having a camera on us that I'm in the men's room going, God, is there a camera on me?
Oh, no, you're questioning.
Because I do weird things, too, in terms of smells. But things you can't, things only I'll admit on the radio. I was there standing at the urinal. I finish up. And I noticed when I'm in the urinal holding myself, once in a while I take my hands and I smell my fingers.
Really?
I enjoy the smell. There's a faint odor.
Oh.
Yes, a faint odor of me. But I love it. Hey, I don't share it with anyone. I wash my hands afterwards. You ever do that?
No.
Tell the truth. I can't be the only one doing this.
No.
Well, I don't touch anything when I go to the bathroom.
How can you do that?
Joe's one of those real men.
If you shake somebody's hand.
Excuse me. You go to the urinal.
Yeah.
There's no way to get things out of your pants.
You have to do it. I use my underwear to guide it.
Oh, dear.
Really?
Yeah, because I figure, like if you shake it, people sneeze, they shake their hands, and then you put it down.
You take your underwear to guide it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let
me see you do that.
I'm not going to poke.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it, man.
I sniff myself. You know what it is? Seriously, I
Wait
love
a minute.
the smell.
I wanted to know his rationale. If somebody sneezes and you shake their hand.
He's afraid that the germs will get on his genitals.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it on my
He thinks he can catch a cold from his genitals.
Yeah, his genitals is going to get cold.
He's a wacky kid.
But plus, I don't want to feel it coming out anyway,
What did you?
I don't want to feel it.
All right, okay. This might be more than I want to discuss.
Jesus.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
I don't want to feel it coming out. You don't feel anything. Have you ever gone to the bathroom holding yourself? You've never touched yourself.
I don't think so.
When you were a little boy, they told you not to hold yourself.
Oh, I don't know what they told me.
John's one of those guys.
I don't know what they told me.
John's one of those guys that goes like a real man. When you see him at the urinal, he's got his hands at his side.
Yeah.
You know, like
going all over.
You must be pretty big hands. Yeah, right. Because I would be straight out because nothing hangs down. Come on. I have a little nub. I'm telling you, man. I'm not
John
big.
is one of those people who says he couldn't play sports in high school because he felt so small.
No. It's because I didn't reach puberty until like 11th grade.
He was big, but he had no hair.
I thought it was a small
I didn't want to be called baldy throughout high school.
Nah, I can dig that. Really? You couldn't go to the bathroom without holding anything?
Yeah, I just let it hang.
Cool.
Just let it hang there.
You're lucky. Hey, Gorilla.
You know what's great about John?
Hey, by the way, Gorilla's not wearing his hat, so you can see his bald head if this is on TV.
Yeah. Get in the light.
Get in the light so people can see like where your hair's thinning. See, because from the front it looks okay.
Oh, there you go.
Happy?
No, point your head into the camera.
I don't know.
Point your head into the camera.
No, get off.
I'll show you.
It's supposed to be driving people crazy who don't get the E network.
The light.
Look, yeah, that's it. Yeah, point his head down lower, Gary, so you can see.
Oh, man, come on.
Look.
Look at him.
Now move your arm. Gary, move your arm.
Get off me.
Move your arm. Look at that. See that? All right, here you go.
The cornrows.
Cornrows. Sparser than John's album sales.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not funny, John?
That is funny. Not as funny as your breath, though.
Well, Gary can get rid of your breath. I don't know how you can get people to buy your album.
The album's selling well.
I know. Very good.
Yes, Gorilla, you wanted to say something?
I would say,
wow.
John says he's like worried about people sneezing, but I don't know if anybody ever saw John sneeze. He turns to the side and everything just sprays out of his mouth like.
Watch the germs.
Watch I get all over my hands.
But the funny thing is,
Dude, you're supposed to sneeze.
Nah, I know. But if I sneeze my hands, it's full of like a. It's like a puddle.
It's a spray.
It's like a puddle.
So what? So I have to have it in my face?
No, not in your face. I just sneeze like I
all
point
around
my.
the office.
No.
Not in the office, but the funny thing is, I noticed in John's car. If you look on the left-hand mirror, it's all spray in the corner. You can tell he drives. He goes like this. Oh, and that's
He was sitting at your desk. He was sitting at the desk. I swear to God, this was last week. He was sitting at the desk in the office, and I was in Gary's room, and I just happened to turn around. He was sitting there in the chair. He turned to the side with his hands back and went, "What shoe?" And I saw the mist from the other room. Like,
oh, my God.
And I said, "John, why don't you cover yourself?" He said, "I don't want to get it on my hands."
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm talking spraying towards the coffee, the tape deck.
Hey, dude, why don't you leave the show already? Isn't it time for you to get a job somewhere?
Jack,
you're disgusting.
I swear that's true.
Howard, I saw it.
I believe it. There's enough evidence here.
It's one time.
There's more evidence against you than OJ Simpson.
Howard, it was one time that it caught me by surprise.
Yeah, caught you by surprise. You didn't know you were
hands couldn't get up there that quick?
Yeah, well, you can't coordinate that?
He didn't know what was going to happen.
John's the only guy who fooled his hands.
Yeah. John's hands got stumped by a sneeze.
No, a lot of times I put my hand in front of my mouth.
What is it, Gorilla?
I said one time, I owed John money, so I cleaned his car. I sat there at Windex spraying all that crap out. It was all in the grooves and stuff like that.
Come on, I'm being framed.
You could not see out of the rearview mirror because it was all crusted in the
Dude, you sneeze a lot?
Yeah, I sneeze all the time.
Wow.
Because, if you look up at the sun, you sneeze.
Yeah, I get that too.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, when I walk outside, I sneeze. First two sneezes of the day is when the sun hits my face.
You sneeze every day.
And I'm
but I cover it up with my hands.
And it's always twice.
No, I only sneeze in the bright sunshine.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't sneeze every day.
No, I don't sneeze every day either because I never see sunshine anymore.
Don't you get that gunk all over your hands?
Of course, and I go wash my hands.
Is it a lot?
Yeah, but not a lot. I mean,
I think I have an over amount. The next time I got to sneeze.
But dude, why do you have to? But it's disgusting.
No, I know. I put my hand in front of my mouth a lot of times.
This sneeze is something you got to get on camera and do it in slow motion because it is.
If I'm out, it's huge. If I'm outside, I won't put my hands in front of my mouth.
And it's all wet.
You mean to tell me none of you guys ever go to urinal and you're holding yourself and then you don't smell your fingers?
No, that sounds crazy.
I don't believe, Jackie, you've done that.
I've never even heard of anybody doing that. I
always
understand the logic.
But what do you think?
It's a pleasant smell.
The front side.
There's a slight odor.
The front side shouldn't have an odor.
What?
The front part, that part of your body shouldn't have an odor.
Oh, this is where you discovered how to keep the odor down.
Yeah, you're going to tell me.
All odors.
This is a guy who's odorous everywhere.
Everywhere except there. My genitals and mouth got confused.
I don't have a bad smell. It's just an interesting kind of human smell. What is it, Ralph?
Two things. One, John, can't you cover your mouth? Can't you just close your mouth when you sneeze?
No,
you
then
don't have to
I
keep it
feel like
open.
I'm going to have a heart attack.
No, you can't close your mouth.
And I do that, too. I take a whiff. I don't know.
I take a whiff also.
You just kind of
let's just see what's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
When
you saw me.
I saw you one time. Ralph, let's take the next step. Let's smell each other.
That's what I was going to say. When Ralph takes a whiff, I figure it's of you.
Yeah, I think I think he's smelling me. He's like, can I smell your fingers? Fred, you never did that? Fred, you're not circumcised, so I believe you did that.
I have a different problem.
My.
So Fred has smelled plenty.
Fred should use tongs.
Oven mitts.
Billy, you don't know what I'm talking about, or?
Yeah, I do, but I'm too busy shaking to bother with sniffing around.
Billy. He's got the shakes. It was years of alcohol. All right, I have enough of this discussion. I want to get on to the news. Obviously, it's fun sharing time with the crew, but I have more serious things to discuss. I am a political candidate. I am going to be the next governor of New York.
Sneezing and smelling yourself.
Stuttering John is disgusting. Get out of here.
I'm sorry, man.
Sickened by you.
I didn't know that. I'm not going.
That was a good commercial.
Wow.
You want to start the news or you want to take a phone call? You tell me. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you're ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the big story is OJ Simpson.
Again, OJ's topping the news, sure. He was arraigned yesterday out in California, and we heard for the first time OJ say that he is not guilty. You want to play the tape?
Sure.
He looked sedated when you saw him.
Yeah.
And he was.
He was, right? Because he was almost falling asleep.
His lawyer says that he is so depressed that he had to be sedated before he was arraigned yesterday.
All right. Now, this is the one where O.J. Simpson actually says...
Not guilty.
No. I'm not guilty.
I love lawyers. I guess they get paid. How much is it they get an hour? Thousands of dollars an hour? He stood there. O.J. can't hear, I guess, and O.J. doesn't know the answers to these questions, and they couldn't rehearse this before he came in.
O.J. didn't understand not guilty?
Well, the judge says something like, do you understand the charges that have been leveled against you? And the lawyer whispers yes into O.J.'s ear, and then O.J. says yes. And do you something else? Yes, yes. And then how do you plead? And the lawyer whispers, not guilty.
Yeah, you ought to. They ought to just skip the idea of being a ventriloquist and let the lawyer just answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Here's O.J. Simpson.
I grew up in a ghetto.
No.
What the hell was that?
He didn't do that in court yet.
He didn't? He sounded pretty up. Let's see. O.J. Simpson. I don't think I have that.
Yes, you do. It's number 6.
Oh, I see. Oh, judge with O.J. Okay, gotcha. Okay, now I'm set.
Mr. Simpson, do you understand the charges as I've read them to you?
Yes.
And have you discussed those charges with your lawyer, sir?
Yes.
Hear the lawyer?
At this time, do you wish to enter a plea guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Nice job.
At this time, we would request under the law that we have a preliminary hearing as soon as possible, certainly within the next 10 days.
It's funny how one day you're on the board of directors of Infinity and the next day you're listening to some lawyer telling you what to plead.
You're 401-155.
Yeah, right. I is innocent. I done nothing wrong. I not guilty. I did not kill nobody. There ain't no proof of everything.
Well, the prosecuting attorney seems to think there's a lot of proof, and they say that they're going to be able to show premeditation.
Now, hold on, I'm not into meditation. Pre or otherwise.
Well, you're going to start.
Now.
So here is the person they think will be the lead prosecutor in the case, Marcia Clark.
Marcia Clark, who will be the woman taking on O.J. And meanwhile, if O.J. on the slim chance in a million that he gets off, these lawyers there's such a racket. They're so busy hiring every expert in the world. O.J. will go through all $10 million of his income. It's gone.
The Menendezes, what did they have, like $14 million or something?
Gone.
And they got it all for that defense.
Do you see that they're hiring everyone?
People from all over the country.
I think they take as much as you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They say, oh, we got a nice pile of money here. How can we spend it?
Yeah.
Not let's save OJ some money.
You show me the lawyer that's worth $10 to $14 million.
And if you're innocent and it costs $14 million to prove it,
it's not worth it.
Nobody can afford justice.
I would rather go to the gas chamber than pay a guy $14 million.
And if you're paying $14 million to go to the gas chamber, I don't think that's worth it either.
Yeah, right. $14 million. Will there be any money left for the kids? All right, here is Marsha
Clark.
OJ's kids will be working at McDonald's.
God.
Unbelievable.
He is the sole murderer.
The soul murderer? They're calling me the soul murderer.
Soul murderer number one.
Soul murderer number one. I was in jail. This stinks. Where am my trowel? Call my ex-wife. Am she still dead?
And that is why he is the only one charged.
They're saying OJ did it all by himself.
Well, at least I works alone.
It out.
There was others that wanted to be involved, but I kept them out of it. I'm a good man.
Habeas corpus.
Did you see any of the tape that they were playing yesterday? I had mentioned before that when they stopped at OJ's house after that low-speed chase conducted by the Los Angeles and several other police departments, and OJ finally drove back in that Bronco to his Brentwood estate.
Was OJ driving the car with the gun to his head?
No, Al Collins was driving the car. OJ was in the back seat.
Holding a gun to his head?
Yes.
Which made no sense.
But anyway, what happened was Al pulled into the gates of the estate and pulled up into the driveway, and a young man, I thought it was somebody who would scale the walls of OJ's estate, ran up to the car and tried to grab the door open.
Yeah.
And Cowlings pushed him out of, just really physically and brutally just knocked him out of the way.
Yeah.
That was OJ's oldest son.
Really?
Yeah, he just knocked him out of the way.
Get out of here. I'm OJ's pal.
That's right, he's mine.
It's my chance in the spotlight. You know, they're saying now they might not prosecute Al Cowlings.
Well, yesterday there was an effort to decriminalize his activities. Even OJ's lawyer called him a hero.
Yeah, can you imagine a hero? He's a hero.
And said that he was responsible for keeping OJ from killing himself. Well, OJ originally, they say, was headed for his wife's grave, his ex-wife's grave.
Kill her again.
To kill her again?
Yeah, to kill her again and dig her up and chop her up.
He wasn't through.
Baby, you got to come back. They're going to fry me.
I put the blood back in you.
I'll give you
I put a spell on you.
I scooped up all the blood outside the apartment, and I'm going to put it back in you, and you're going to be all better.
They say that OJ wanted to kill himself there. That's what he was implying, that he had planned that would be his last act, and he wanted it done at her gravesite.
Yeah, you know, that's such a load of bunk. Cindy Garvey had it right. She said, the guy's too much of a coward. Guys who beat women are cowards and don't kill themselves. If this guy wanted to kill himself, he would have. He's sitting in the back seat of a car with his own gun to his head.
Why do you even have to get in the car?
And it was funny, too. It was like right out of Blazing Saddles, the scene where... what's the black guy's name in Blazing Saddles?
Cleavon Little.
Cleavon Little. He's holding up the... Yeah, I got the scene. You want to hear it?
Sure.
This is the same exact thing. Cleavon Little is holding the gun to his own head. And he's saying, everybody better get away, or this is one dead nigger.
Back.
Yeah, stay back.
Hold it. The next man makes a move, the nigger gets it.
Now, Cleavon Little's saying this, and he's got a gun.
And he's holding the gun.
Right.
Hold it, man. He's not bluffing.
Listen to him, man. He's just crazy enough to do it.
Drop it, or I swear I'll blow this nigger's head all over this town. Oh, Lordy, Lord, he's desperate. Do what he say. Do what he say.
Isn't anybody going to help that poor man?
Hush, Harriet. That's a sure way to get him killed.
Oh, help me. Help me. Help me. Somebody help me. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Shut up.
That was OJ in the back of his car.
Somebody help me. Help me.
No, but police, don't make a move or he gets it.
Isn't somebody going to help him? Well, here is some of the 911 call that Al Cowlings made to police at the time of that chase.
All right, now, which one should I play first, number 1 or the one unmarked?
Number 1.
Okay. We have a very complicated system.
First, they had found O.J. because he was using a cellular phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got a call from a motorist who spotted O.J. in the back of the car, and he told them exactly where they were driving on the freeway. And then Al decided to call the police himself.
Here you go.
This is AC. I have OJ in the car. Okay, where are you? Please, I'm coming up the 5 freeway.
It's funny. He calls himself AC, and then there's OJ. He even has initials too.
Yeah.
AC. This is AC.
He patterned his life after OJ.
This is AC.
If he's got a girlfriend or a wife, I'd watch out.
Except OJ hitchhiking. That's what I would have said.
Okay. Right now, we are okay, but you got to tell the police to just back off. He's still alive, that he got a gun to his head.
He's got a gun to his head.
It is just like Blazing Saddles.
He's got a gun to his head. Who's holding the gun on him? He is.
Right now, we're okay, but he's got a gun to his head.
Yeah. I'm an AC with OJ, more BDs. Okay? Okay?
And in the second clip, Al is pleading with the police to let OJ do what he wants to do because he is serious.
Do what he say.
Do what he say.
Do what he say. Everything right now is okay, officer. Everything is okay. All about he wants me to get it to his mom. He wants me to get it to his house. Okay. He just wants to see his mother. Let me get them to the house. Okay, hold on a moment.
He just wanted to see his mama. His mother's in the hospital with a nervous breakdown.
He's in San Francisco.
I don't know what they were thinking. He just wanted to see his mama. He just wanted to see his mama. They should, whenever you start feeling bad for OJ, they should run a picture in the corner of the bloodied bodies.
Well, now again, I have to say that there is no conviction.
Oh, Robin. I don't think you have to say it.
Well, let me start making OJ's case for you.
This here AC, the OJ in the car, with the LSD, all okay. Where the LAPD? My head at MP. Go on, quickly, man.
Here is OJ's lawyer, Robert Shapiro.
Thank God I'm not a cop. If I got a call from AC with OJ, I would have been like, I can't understand you. I can't understand those car phones for the life of me.
The police seem to understand them perfectly.
Yeah, they're into it. Now tell me something. You got OJ? I don't understand you. Now, who is this? Who am I speaking with?
OJ. We in L.A. P.O.K.
Here's Robert Shapiro, who is OJ's lawyer. He says, give the courts a chance.
All right.
RS.
He's loving this.
RS.
Yeah, RS is. Don't call him Robert Shapiro.
He's RS now?
Yeah, there's OJ, RS, and AC. This guy, Robert Shapiro, do you see him during these press conferences?
Oh, he's become senatorial.
Yeah, he stands up there.
Lapel.
The only thing that moves is his neck. He goes like back and forth like RoboCop. He's loving the whole thing.
And he really is considering his words.
Yeah, considering each important word.
Like this is going to be an important statement.
But lawyers love to be on TV. It is their wet dream.
There has been so much speculation that has gone on across the country that it is time to turn this matter to the system of justice where it belongs and let the legal process, under the scrutiny of the American public, take place.
Did you hear the quote from him yesterday when he goes, now this is the end of this press conference. Many of you have been calling me, all members of the media. I will not do interviews with anybody.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, he was like all full of it. Oh, man.
But I was very interested in the number of people, old friends of OJ's, who called or gave pleas on radio and television while OJ was in the back of that car.
And we wanted to do that. I know OJ.
One of the most poignant was from his old coach.
Yeah, that was cool.
What's the guy's name? McKay. John
McKay.
JM.
Right, JM.
So here he is, pleading with OJ to pull over to the side of the road.
This is pretty funny. OJ, we love you.
OJ, this is your coach.
Now, how did they figure OJ was listening to this?
I don't know.
This is your life.
Yeah. Played out over national television.
OJ,
You may not recognize this voice, but this is your coach.
OJ, we have another voice here for you. We're not going to tell you who it is. We want to see if you recognize it.
They are my life.
OJ is your pappy. Hello there, son. This am your pappy. Now gets back to the place that people loves you.
I'm your 10th grade shop teacher.
Excuse me?
I'm your 10th grade shop teacher, OJ. Give yourself up.
We have a lady from Boston here, OJ, who wishes to speak to you. She knew you many years ago.
You big black nigger! Remember me!
You see? That's a racist who once you encountered.
This is your life! Life sentence!
All right, here we go. Here's the coach.
John McKay.
All right.
John McKay, please pull over to the side.
Hi, OJ. This is Ralph Emery with you.
And let's straighten this whole thing out. My God, we love you, Juice. We love you.
Juice.
And there's no sense to continue this utter nonsense that you're doing now. Just pull over, and I'll come out and stand by you all the rest of my life. I love you, Juice. I love you.
I love the juice.
Now, please pull over, Juice, and look at this huge book we made of your life. It's beautiful. What was that guy's name? Ralph Edwards. Ralph Edwards. Who's Ralph Emery?
I don't know.
Isn't that the host of the country music channel?
Yeah, like
Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville now.
I don't know that one.
I'm a big fan of his.
Mother right here on satellite from the hospital, OJ.
Yeah, let's. It was like the Ralph Edwards show.
Well, you have to figure he was tuned in. I mean, how could you not watch or listen if it was all about you?
Yeah, so you think that they broadcast that on radio and they figured OJ's tuned into that station?
They didn't know exactly which station, but I'm sure he was looking for a show about himself.
All right. I'll just put on the radio, try to relax and forget about my problems.
OJ, pull over to the side.
OJ, it's your coach.
What the hell is this? I'm just looking for some music.
OJ, let me bring you into reality. Hi, it's your coach. I got someone here I want you to talk to. Hi, OJ, I'm your 7th grade girlfriend. I knew this would happen. Oh. You were a loser then, you're a loser now.
I'd just be trying to listen to some soft rock, and look at here. My whole life flashing in front of my eyes.
Get away from me.
This is the coach. This is the coach. OJ, for Christ's sake, pull over, you bastard. I'll stand by you. I love you, Juice. We'll stand by you. I don't really have to stand by him, do I? OJ, I'm going to stand by you at the trial. I don't have to be at the trial, do I? I'm not incriminating myself here, am I? OJ, we love you. Now, hold on. I got some other stuff to tell you. Now, this is going to be a good show for you. Hold it a second now. I want you to come to your senses. And you just pull over. You hear what I'm saying?
OJ didn't listen, though.
OJ, you gotta listen. This ain't my 15 minutes. I wish you'd pull over. I'd look like a hero. And I'd be the hero, not OJ. OJ, pull over, damn it. Your life's over with. You're ruined. Come on, this will look good for me. My powers of persuasion will win you over, and then I'll be giving motivational speeches.
I'm the coach.
I'm the coach, damn it. The greatest coach that ever lived. Better than Newt Rockney. I got OJ to pull over. Now, OJ, damn it, pull over. Now, pull over. If you pull over, I'll get a raise. This damn high school, they'll put me up to $18,000 a year, I bet, if I get you over. I'm important, damn it. OJ, pull over, please, I'm begging you. Do you know how this is going to look? Is he pulling over? He's not? OJ, I look like a real creep here.
He speeded up.
I'm your coach, you know that. He's speeding up. Oh, my God. OJ, listen to me. Your life is over. You're ruined. In fact, your car costs more than I make in a week. You understand what I'm saying? I can't even buy a car. If you were to pull over, I will be the greatest coach in history. OJ, please.
It was a great speech. Let me take a break, Rob, and we'll do more news.
With the Howard Stern Show.
You know, you're talking about this OJ Simpson thing. When I was watching TV, you know whose face keeps popping up and commenting? Is this Jim Brown, the football player.
Yes, with that funny hat.
You know what that is?
What is that?
Everyone has seen them here in New York. When black guys wear these they're like round hats. They're like dashiki hats, I call them. They look like dashikis, but they're on your head. And they're I hate you hats. That's what they are. I mean, I hate you white man hats.
I hate white people hats.
I hate white man hats.
Cracker hating hat.
Yeah, I mean, you see a guy.
Hat?
Yeah, you see a black man with a African hat like that.
They're always like the black, red, and green. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
black, red, and green are the African colors.
The motherland.
The motherland, right. Black, red, and green.
Mother Africa.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Where does Africa have black, red, and green? What is that? Because I know every Afro comb is black, red, and green. And when I was in college radio, the name of the black radio shows were Black, Red, and Green. They had their own shows, the black people. And then all the white people cleared out of the station. Yeah. You always saw like nerdy white guys hanging around the radio station. There was lots of white guys who used to like to just live there.
So there'd be the people on the air, but there'd always be these hangers on.
Yeah, and the black show came on after mine. So I would see all these guys hanging around during my show. They were busy doing work, and then it was time for Black, Red, and Green at 7 o'clock. Boom. All the white nerdy guys would head the hell out of the studio.
Now, what does that mean? That they would just not like to be around the black people?
I think there was no. I think there was a vibe that the black guys were like, get out, man. Now it's time for Black, Red, and Green.
The black man's fault.
I'm telling you, I was there. I cleared out quick. Like I would run out of the station. But I think black is for blacks, red is for blood, and green is for go. Green light. I don't know. Green light to run. I don't know, but so Jim Brown comes on with one of these I hate you hats. It's a hat so African. It's like I hate not only white people, I think I hate black people too. I just hate everybody.
I'm so angry.
Jim Brown, the only actor worse in the world than OJ Simpson is Jim Brown.
No, but when you look at Jim Brown, don't you think that Jim Brown should be in court with the lawyer? OJ should be on TV making comments about it.
OJ, well, first of all, Jim Brown doesn't have real nice things to say about OJ.
No, he doesn't.
And from what I understand, he's pissed off at OJ. They've never liked each other.
Is that right?
This is what people tell me. I don't know if this is true or what, but supposedly OJ's whole thing was to break Jim Brown's record.
Yes.
Is that right? Did he ever break his record?
They said he smashed
Jim Brown's record.
Yeah.
So Jim was always angry.
So he thought his record would stand forever, and OJ came along and broke his record?
I think that's awfully petty, though, isn't it? Hey, Gary knows a lot about sports. What's the story with Jim Brown? He seems to hate OJ.
Because, I mean, the man's fighting for his life now. This is no time to kick him.
I'm trying to see, OJ set the record for single-season rushing.
Right.
Jim Brown had the lifetime record, which I don't think OJ broke.
I don't think so either.
It was like Franco Harris or something like that. But Jim Brown set the record in like a very short amount of time, like 9 seasons. But OJ rushed for like 2,000 over 2,000 yards in a 14-game season. That was a big record. No one's ever done that.
I don't know. Jim Brown just seems to have a lot of free time to be a sorehead. He seems like a sorehead. You know what I mean?
He's one of those guys that he's sort of almost like the Willie Mays or the Hank Aaron of football, but he doesn't really get as much credit.
Yeah.
Who, Jim?
Yeah, he should be he's really the guy. He's one of the greatest
But he's always had a nasty attitude.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is he's always on television with that, he talks real low and slow, and he's always saying angry words. Yeah. And then you see him in the Tough Man competition as a commentator.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird gig. And you know what? Maybe he's mad because OJ was always smiling and happy, and white people liked him, let him do endorsements. I don't think Jim Brown ever got any of that.
Well, then when you put him in the Dirty Dozen, he was like a scary guy. Wasn't he in that movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jim Brown says Juice had problems. Brown, whose single-season rushing record was smashed by Simpson, has never had many kind words for the superstar.
So it was a single-season rushing record.
Yeah, so he comes on TV with his I Hate You hat, and boy, he's been all over OJ. Now Jim Brown charges that cocaine was being used by OJ.
Yeah, I'd heard that rumor. I didn't hear it first from Jim Brown, but I'd heard, and I said to somebody after all the evidence was in, I said, now expect to hear that OJ had some terrible substance abuse problem, and there are rumors floating that he had gotten into cocaine.
Brown, never a big fan of Simpsons, offered no proof for his allegations, which were made in an interview broadcast yesterday on ABC's Good Morning America.
Well, good. No evidence whatsoever.
The truth shall prevail, Brown said.
He's been waiting for the moment all his life.
Yeah, waiting for the big moment.
Waiting all his life.
I know that he was saying on Current Affair yesterday that he always knew OJ not to be the person his image portrayed him to be. That he always knew he was a rotten guy.
Look at the chest on this, and this is another great picture. This is on page 7 of the Daily News. She is so blonde, his wife.
Well, I'm beginning to get those facts as I was talking about.
Yeah, and he is standing next to her. She's wearing a low scoop neck. This is after her breast implants, clearly, because she's wearing this low scoop neck leotard. And whenever women get breast implants, they're dying to show their breasts.
Is that right?
Oh, please. So are you going to go through that? You want to show them. And, man, you can see the difference in her chest. Ooh, Mama Lucian.
Well, somebody just faxed me.
What a waste. That
OJ has proven that when you go white, you're never quite right.
I see.
That's what happened.
It's hard.
This picture on page 3 of the post is really wrong. I didn't realize. You talked about it this morning.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're showing a dead woman's breast.
He's almost naked there.
Yeah.
The post has a great picture. It's 1979. OJ and his wife are on the set of his movie Firepower, another classic. And she is bent over in, again, a scoop neck leotard top, but it's hanging loose, and you can see her breast before the implants.
But she's not wearing a bra, right?
She's not. The Jew studying his lines on the set.
Well, investigators in Chicago are once again going to go out. They think that the murder weapon was ditched in Chicago. They were out in this field near OJ's hotel room, so they started looking for things, and they found some kind of a sports bag.
Sports bag.
Sports bag, Jerry. With a pair of socks and sunglasses in a field near OJ's hotel, so they're going to go out again looking to see if they can find this substantial knife that they think was the murder weapon. I also heard speculation yesterday that OJ had just made that movie about the Navy SEALs, Frogman.
Yeah.
They think the knife might have been some kind of diving knife, and they're checking the props at the movie set to see if any of those things are missing, because he might have taken it from there.
Wow. Well, he was trained by the Navy SEALs for this movie, so maybe he went wacky and started to think he was a Navy SEAL or something.
What's also interesting to me is originally the story was that they had spent the afternoon together watching his daughter dance.
I know.
Now I hear that he showed up
and wasn't supposed
at the daughter's recital, tried to sit with the family, and Nicole refused.
Right.
So he had to sit behind them. Then when they were leaving, Nicole was going to her limo, and OJ tried to again join them, and he asked, can't we go out and have a family dinner now? And she said no again.
Yeah, she don't want to be involved with a wife.
Well, they had just attempted another reconciliation,
right.
But in some trip to Mexico, which happened a week or two before this, she had finally said to him, it's never going to work.
Right.
Let's forget about the whole thing. So he was there again trying to get back into her life, I suppose, and she was saying no, no, no. And then that night she was killed.
Well,
and nobody knows exactly where OJ was at that time.
Well, the evidence keeps stacking up against OJ. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised when they find the knife. A note will be on it. This is the murder weapon signed OJ. I wouldn't be surprised.
It is interesting, though, that we kept hearing about scars on OJ's body.
Yeah.
Now it turns out they're just scars on the hand, and the most important one is one that's right on the back of the knuckle of his middle finger. And I said to myself, wait a minute.
You know what finger that is?
Yeah.
I know how that scar got there.
If you tell me somebody was in a life and death struggle, I expect there to be a lot more damage than a little nick on the back of one hand.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little surprised they didn't find a lot of marks, because usually when you're in a fight with people, although maybe it was easy for him, maybe he really didn't have that much of a trouble killing them.
No, gloves. They said that guy fought back a real lot.
But how would they know that?
Because of the condition of his body, I would imagine. And the fact that they're saying they found skin would mean that he ripped skin and had it under his nails.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Innocent.
Yeah. Guilty, innocent, guilty, innocent.
So that's a questionable thing. But the prosecution tends to believe that they have enough evidence to convict OJ of these two murders with premeditation.
Mm-hmm.
And they also say that OJ had been given advice by his first lawyer, Howard Weitzman, not to go and talk to the police, and he decided to do it anyway.
And it was a big mistake.
And they think that 3-hour conversation with the police without a lawyer present might be the difference between OJ in the gas chamber and OJ doing life.
Yeah, well, you know, every lawyer will tell you, don't talk to the police. Even if you're guilty of sin, just don't talk. That's what lawyers say. And OJ ignored the advice. And in fact, I saw one lawyer on TV last night. I don't know which guy it was, but he said he was some, expert. Mm-hmm. They're all experts, these lawyers, But he said, if I had a client that wanted to go talk to the police, because even if he was innocent, I would tell him, I'd find 180 different ways to tell him not to do it. And he would. There was another woman who said she would intervene even more. Right. To keep her client away from the police. She would stab him with a knife just to keep him away. But they say that's why Howard Weitzman quit, because he was so disturbed that O.J. had talked to the police, and he couldn't deal with the whole thing anymore. It got way out of hand at that point. And that might have been the reason that all the investigation then turned to focus on O.J. Because everyone thinks the same thing. You go, hey, wait, it's a bunch of cops. I'll go down there, explain everything, and then they won't bother me. I'll give them my alibi, and it'll be fine. And the cops are real good. You know what? Everyone thinks like cops are dumb or something. Cops are really good at picking a story apart. They can tell in 2 seconds if you're telling the truth or not. You know why? They've interviewed so many people. They got special cops. They're experts at this. It's usually 2 guys who sit you down, and they will interview you, and they will find out what the truth is. In 3 hours, you're talking about the same story. Yep. Over and over and over again. And they know when a story doesn't match up for the way things go in a murder. Yeah, they know where to go in. Yeah. You know, where you're going to break. Yeah, they know. These guys know. Yeah. That's right, Kenneth. All right, let's take a break. There's going to be a preliminary hearing on June 30th. We'll be there to determine what will happen to O.J. next, if he's got enough, if they've got enough evidence, and also O.J.'s lawyer will get to cross-examine witnesses at that point. We'll take a break, Rob, and come back and tell you the rest of what's going on right after these words.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show.
We're all O.J. all the time. We should go all O.J. for the next week. I think that every news organization would be smart to do that. Yeah, CNN. 75 million people watched O.J. on Friday night. The usual Friday night TV audience is 50 million people. Wow, Rob. Some people had to be watching the Knick game. So O.J. brought in a whole new audience. If I was that guy, Rock, I'd go out and commit another murder. And I get my show renewed by Fox. Let the police show. Seems to be the way to go to get ratings. It is. Snapple, Snapple, Snapple. Oh, I love this product. This is some great product. You know, I see all the TV commercials, and I see now every radio station is running ads for Snapple, and I see it in all the magazines. But I got to tell you something. I still feel our commercials are the best because they are really heartfelt. They are truthful. Not that the TV ads are not truthful or anything. I just feel that people can sense that we really love this product, Snapple. Also, I always feel that these people who are pushing Snapple now are Johnny-come-latelys. Johnny-come-latelys. We were there, I think now it's going on 16 years ago, pushing the joys of Snapple. What do you got there, Ganji? What do you hold? This is Mike Ganji, our almost speechless intern, because when he speaks, he can't even formulate all the words. Barely. Well, what I barely. I brought in the new Guava Mania cocktail. Guava Mania cocktail. Guava Mania cocktail. I'd like to drink this because actually now this is my personal favorite. They just sent it up last week. He has a weird voice. My personal favorite. I'd like to drink this. What's the matter? My personal favorite. You don't hear that in your voice? No. No. I really don't. I think I have a great voice. What is the name of it? Guava Mania cocktail. Guava Mania. They have so many great flavors. Ronnie, the limo driver, and I used to go to this deli every day. Ronnie would get a different flavor for 3 weeks straight. Really? Every day, and you never run out of flavors. Guava Mania. No, let me see that. You would think by the name that it would be really like weird tasting, but it tastes so sweet. It's really What is great. Guava Mania? Guava, it says, contains kiwi juice, guava puree, and natural flavors. Puree. 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 Go ahead, drink that. Hold my pinky up. All right, take a breath. This is really good. Yeah, that's a good drink. It really is good. Snapple is made from the best stuff on earth. Thank you, Genji. That was really inspirational. Watching you drink I want to drink this. Watching him drink on radio. Thanks. Go out and get it. Good.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. All right, Robin, what else is in the news? Are we still doing OJ? Well, I just wanted to say for all to hear that 75 million people watched OJ on Saturday night, or Friday night.
But I'm sure the Knicks are very happy that OJ is in custody now, so their game won't be interrupted.
If I was the E! Channel, I'd do OJ all week, not us.
OJ all the time. I do see that in page 6 today, they say that they doctored the mugshot of OJ on the cover of Time magazine, made him look darker.
Okay, now explain that to me.
But they're saying it's not racist.
Show.
Why would you do that?
They darkened his skin tone?
Mm-hmm.
Who did this, Time?
Yes.
Those Steve-O's. You know, they did a cartoon of me, darkened my skin, too, on the cover of Time. I finally get on the cover of Time. They put a picture of me, a cartoon. Bastards.
I don't know why they would darken OJ's skin.
I didn't mind so much the Time darkened in OJ's skin. I'd be willing to accept that that's not racist, but when they drew in the spear, that made me crazy. That made me nuts.
And erase the clothing.
Yeah, put him in that little Tarzan loincloth.
Chicken bone necklace.
Yeah, right. Ooga booga.
They also say that Warner Brothers may just shelve that Frogman flick.
Well, that's
that
incredible.
OJ was starring in.
I would absolutely air OJ's movie. First of all, the ratings will be big. Everyone agrees on that. I see who owns that OJ movie. It's
Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Oh, it's Arnold Kopelson. I had a meeting with him once.
Oh, really?
He's this big shot. He's the guy who produced The Fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in. He knows everything about show business. He lets you, he pretty much lets you know.
He tells you that right at the very beginning.
He's very impressed with us. He goes, I'm the guy who produced The Fugitive. And I knew this, and I knew that, and I...
That's a sure sign he didn't know anything. It was Luke.
That's what I came with. But he seemed like a pretty, he's a nice guy. Everyone you meet in Hollywood who has a success knows everything. They know, and they don't only just know about Hollywood. They know about medicine. They know about science. They know about everything.
It's that syndrome.
That's right. The producer is the guy who gets the money together, pretty much. So he knows about putting money together.
Doesn't know whether it'll make money.
But they always shift into the talent area where, they know everything about that, too.
I think they're a little jealous because if the movie's a big success, the star gets the credit.
And the director gets the credit.
The director might get some credit.
Most of these guys will walk around telling you the director knew nothing about any...
And if it wasn't for them, the whole thing would have been a mess.
Yeah, but he owns the
Frogman movie?
The Frogman movie, I think. I saw his name mentioned next to it, Arnold Kopelson.
Yeah.
I had a meeting with him. Did I mention I had a meeting with him?
Yes, you did. You want to say it one more time?
I had a meeting with him. I had a meeting with him. It was kind of cool, the great Arnold Kopelson. But he blew in and, and then he blew out the room, and I don't know what happened.
You never heard from him again?
I don't know. I don't know.
With OJ.
Yeah, he was just like, I don't know. He's like one of these guys who walks in. I didn't read your book. I don't know the book, but everyone tells me it's a good book. You want to make a movie? Oh, yeah, okay. So... I don't know if there is a movie here. Goodbye.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, but, it was neat meeting with the guy. I hate anybody more impressed with themselves than me. I'm the only one who should be impressed with himself.
Well, they finished filming this movie in Puerto Rico about 4 weeks ago, and only post-production was left to be done. They were going to loop some voices last week, but of course OJ became unavailable.
OJ became loopy. You know what's weird about this whole thing? Look at the life OJ was leading. This is why we're all in shock. 4 weeks ago, he was in Puerto Rico having fun, shooting a Navy SEALs movie. All the broads he wants, all the money he's got.
There had to be something wrong with the picture. I can't figure it out.
If there's something wrong with that picture, then there's something wrong with all of us. We're all time bombs waiting to go off.
When are you going to go?
Oh, I've been there already. Go exhume the bodies from my backyard. I'll tell you one thing, though. When we shot the open for this E! show that we're doing, we shot it on film. I don't know if OJ was shooting on film. I got a feeling this was a TV movie, so they were shooting on film. I think that's a good enough excuse for the murders. All those retakes and the time
drives you crazy.
It drives you crazy. I wanted to kill people.
Little frogman.
Even when we had my movie meeting on the weekend, we actually got down to how many scenes I'll actually be in versus young Howard. There's going to be a little kid playing me in certain parts.
Are you going to rely heavily on young Howard?
Hopefully, yes, because I can't sit around all day. I got things to do.
Let that kid do it.
I'm busy. Thank you.
Well, I don't know what upset Dean Melberg either. The 20-year-old man...
Dean Melberg?
Shot 4 people to death with an assault rifle and wounded 21 others. outside of Spokane, Washington, yesterday.
Was he on the set of that Navy SEALs movie?
No. He was at the Fairchild Air Force Base, and he walked into the clinic there and just opened fire. He had 2 guns and just started shooting people. One of the first to go was a psychiatrist who had said that he was mentally unbalanced.
Yeah, you can't tell mental guys they're mentally unbalanced. I guess the psychiatrist was right.
He had been discharged from the Air Force because of that. So I guess he came back to prove them right.
I say, that's a weird profession, having to tell mental people they're mental. And when they start arguing with you, you just go, you know what? You're not mental.
You're right. You make perfect sense.
Oh, this isn't your chart. It's someone else's chart.
You know what? I was completely confused.
Yeah, you go ahead. Don't go postal on me. Rather than sit and counsel mental patients, my wife used to counsel mental patients. She did this for a living. I said, I'd rather climb into a lion's cage than counsel mental people. They're sitting there burning themselves with cigarettes while you're helping them.
Helping?
Unbelievable.
So you lighten up?
Unbelievable. I can hold a lit cigarette to my hand for 5 minutes and not feel anything. Oh, really?
That's a good skill. Take that into the workforce.
That shows you're coming back. What are you going to tell him? He's crazy? Oh, you're crazy. What? Listen, I'll be right back, okay?
The cab driver who took him to the hospital said, I thought it was a little strange that he was carrying this big case into the hospital, but what was he supposed to do? He's just a cab driver. So the guy went in there and shot everything up, and then the military police shot and killed him.
Very nice. Nice ending.
Michael Fay, the young man who became famous because of the caning.
Who can remember him?
Singapore.
We got OJ now. Forget caning.
Well, he's coming home. He turned 19 while he was in jail. Said goodbye to his friends, and he's expected to arrive in the United States today. He's planning to fly back to Dayton, Ohio, where he grew up, and will resume his life. His father says they hope to return to some sort of normalcy now that he's home. He has been flooded with book and movie offers.
Well, you'll know how normal he wants his life if he turns down every book and movie offer. That's the sign of someone who wants a normal life. I guarantee you'll see them on a talk show circuit.
You gotta go make the money, don't you?
Oh, yeah. First of all, here's the question, will Geraldo let this guy land before he books him? Somehow he's got someone planted on the plane.
He's at the airport.
Please, I'm not as highly rated as the other shows, but I
need you.
I need you. I'll guarantee it.
Have you been interested in the gay games at all? Where are they publishing the results of the competition?
Nobody cares. We're besieged by all kinds of problems. We don't have time for gay games. The only one that published the results was Homo Times. Homo Times, Robin.
I expect the newscasters and the sportscasters to be listing the results.
Now,
you
Michael,
can't find them anywhere.
You've been covering the gay games?
The gay games, yes, Howard.
Yeah, so what do you know? What are the scores?
Let's see. In the used condom toss.
Yes.
I don't know who's playing who. I know everybody's gay, and that's about as far as I know.
Actually, not everyone is gay.
No, they say that there are some straight people in the competition.
But, I mean, the games are, what, the 50-yard dry hump?
Right.
The synchronized antiquing?
It's funny, though, because every day they do feature one or two of the athletes.
My God, they're dressed well. Cute asses.
Saying that even if they did compete in, like, the regular Olympics or other forms of sport that were open to everybody, it was very hard for them to be gay and out in those sports.
All right, I have a late score, Howard.
Go ahead.
Here's the score. Fags 110, straights 87.
All right, so the fags would be winning.
All I have noticed is that I see a lot more incidences of women walking around holding hands in Midtown. Is something you don't often see.
Ooh, I'll have to drive by. What streets exactly did you see that on?
I was near the park. You know, people coming and going through the park. You see a lot of hand-holding among women.
That's so sexy. When I see two girls holding hands, that is so sexy. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, do I want to join in?
Baseball was won by the New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees is a team?
Yes, it is.
Wow, Al, you got all the scores.
I'd climb on a few of those specimens.
Researchers at Harvard University have come out with a new study that gives you one more reason to stop smoking if you're going to have a baby.
Baba Booey.
They say that mothers who smoke had children whose lungs were up to 10% smaller and which did not function as well as the lungs of babies whose mothers did not smoke.
I don't believe that.
Why would you not believe that?
Just don't believe it.
They also said that these children were more prone to asthma and other diseases. These effects are permanent and long-term. They say that quitting after you find out you're pregnant is not enough. You should quit before you decide to become pregnant so that your child is not affected.
You know who I think's mother smoked?
Who?
Fred's. Looks a little strange.
His lungs don't function like everyone else's.
Lungs, schmungs, look at his face. That's the face of a murderer. I think Billy's mother smoked too.
Really?
I'm looking around the room.
A British newspaper reports that the Beatles, the remaining Beatles, have recorded together for the first time.
I have a tape of it.
Yeah?
Would you like to hear it?
Go ahead.
All right. Fred, give me the tape so we can play it. The remaining Beatles, this is the first time it's been heard. Play it if you would.
They call it marijuana, and before this song is done, we'll explain to all you people how this outlaw causes fun. See, pot don't make you older, and pot don't make you fat. It just makes you feel real friendly, and you know that's where it's at.
That's George singing.
Is that right? We was at a party with friends from everywhere. All the crazy old like you name them.
These are the retarded Beatles.
Laughing, drinking booze, running all about. Making small talk about a gig and checking each other out. The nozzle and his orchestra downstairs setting up.
Yeah. I think they've lost touch.
Do you really want to see the remaining Beatles get...
Yeah. You know that the remaining Beatles are completely out of it musically. You know, it's just...
What have they done separately? That would lead you to believe getting back together would make a big deal.
Nothing. It's just going to be the three of them combining for bad music. Do you have the actual... Come on, play the real tape. Very nice. That's a remake.
Remake. Golden Omen.
I don't know. I have no desire to see the remaining Beatles get together. I wouldn't go see them. And you know that even if John was alive, they'd still suck. Their time is over. They made great music. The Beatles were great, but...
It's over.
You see Paul now, he's like your dad. Sitting there with that vest.
He's got 4 tunes.
Yeah. He's got Linda on stage. Any guy who had any self-respect would have put Linda on stage. Get his woman under control. Show her tapes of OJ.
You always say it's Linda's fault. She says Paul wants her there.
Yeah.
I'll cut off your head.
His eyes hang as low as Linda's boobs. Too droopy-eyed. George is in seclusion, gardening. And, Ringo. Well, come on. Need I say more?
All you have to do is say Ringo.
But they'll probably have a big tour and it'll be very successful. And it'll be the same people who went to see Paul McCartney's solo tour after years of not touring. They'll go perform the same songs.
Then they'll have that set in the middle where they do their solo work.
Can you imagine if OJ had married Linda McCartney? He would have beat some talent into her. Right? What else is in the news, Robin?
Snoop Doggy Dogg has some advice for fathers. The gangster rapper is featured in an article in Details magazine. He says that he got most of his teaching coming up from his homeboys because he didn't have a father.
Homies.
Well, he says it says homeboys right here.
Yeah, but that's it's homies.
You're interpreting?
Yeah.
Okay. Any man can make a baby, but the point is, can you be a father to your child? Is what Snoop Doggy Dogg is asking.
Thanks for the advice. What charges is he up on?
Some kind of murder charge.
Yeah, good. Thanks for the advice. Great role model. Desperately trying to become a role model.
He says that when they say all those disparaging things about women in the songs, he's trying to give advice, constructive criticism, so that women start to conduct themselves better.
Oh, he would know. What charge is he up on?
Murder.
But what do you mean murder? What did he do?
He was in some kind of a drive-by shooting or something. Either his bodyguards were up to something. I'm not sure of all the details, but I know it's a murder charge.
Huh. So now he's going to give advice to guys on how to be dads.
Well, he knows how it shouldn't be done. I think that's the point he's making.
Let him go advise OJ.
OJ getting a lot of support from people.
Really? Like, who would be crazy enough to support him?
Lots of people have been visiting his Brentwood estate. I saw people who had signs that said OJ is not guilty.
Really?
Free OJ.
They're all busy looting his house, I think.
No, the gate is firmly locked.
Is it? Yeah. So his fans can't get in there. I'd lock that gate, too. OJ
but it is interesting to see that there are people out there willing to support him. And I noticed that there was a quote from Damon Wayans, one of the Wayans brothers, who said it was disgusting to see the kind of coverage the media is conducting of the OJ Simpson saga.
Well, maybe
surely they have something else to talk about.
Oh, is that right? He felt compelled to make a statement. Everybody knows what's disgusting in this world. Tell me what's right with it. Everybody's such a critic. Everyone knows what's right. 75 million people wanted to watch OJ, and if they put it on TV again tonight in reruns, we'd watch it all over. What does he know about it?
It's what people want to see.
He better concentrate on his film career, Damon Wayans.
They certainly don't want to see those movies.
Yeah, you better start thinking about what people want to see, not what they shouldn't. Crazy.
Take a lesson from this.
Stugats.
That's what's happening, folks.
Thank you, Robin. Damon Wayans. He's worried what people want to see. Believe me, I take that OJ chase, run it backwards so the cops look smart. Yeah. Look at OJ, that dumbass. He's driving his car right into the cops. If he backs up any further, he's going to be right with them. Who cares?
Is this going to be good for the Ford Bronco? That's another question that's coming up.
Yeah, I went out and bought one yesterday.
It's a good getaway.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It comes with AC.
It comes with AC.
Oh.
Very good. Bloodstain's optional.
Do you want to recap the evidence that is mounting against OJ at this point?
If you feel it's important, you better do it,
Ski
Ron.
mask in his house.
Go ahead.
One glove at the scene of the crime, another glove in his house, bloody clothing in the washer.
Hemorrhoids, actually, you chalked that up too. I have bloody clothes in the hamper, but it is a hemorrhoid.
Scratches on the hand.
Hemorrhoid.
He claims that he broke a mirror.
Yeah.
Gym bag found in Chicago, blood on the towels in the hotel room, his blood at the scene of the crime, their blood in his car, at his home, in his driveway.
Yeah, but do you have anything really damaging?
They also say now, remember yesterday I mentioned a witness who was asking for immunity?
Yes.
That witness, it is rumored, was a person who lived in one of the guest houses on the OJ estate.
Wow.
And whose job was to take care of OJ's children when he had them for visitation.
I see.
He says that he knows where OJ was at the time of the murders. And he's asking for immunity to testify before the grand jury.
I see. So is he expected to say that OJ was there murdering?
I don't know what he's expected to say. He says he knows where OJ was.
He was at Jackie's house.
Believe me, if he could be of defense to OJ, wouldn't OJ have used him as an alibi?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
I don't know, Robin. The day will come and we'll know all, I'm sure.
It can't come soon enough.
Right. We love it. Let's hope for more press conferences this afternoon. Give me something to do. All right. We're going to get out of here. Remind you that 1-800-52-STERN still open for business. It's our New Year's event, but so much more on that tape. And the poster and everything else included. 1-800-52-STERN. Be sure to order quickly. We're actually going to take it off the market very soon, and when we do, those puff the market. And you must be 18 or older. Brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me. Some exciting Jackie news. This Friday, June 24th, Jackie at the Comedy Loft in Nanuet, New York. Thursday night, June 30th, at Chuckles Comedy Club in Mineola, New York. And to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, it's only $10 plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-323-5464. What the hell is on my ass?
Oh, dear.
Robin, I need you to look at something.
No, thank you.
The Fred Norris Band, Saturday at the Roost 3, North Bergen, New Jersey. Don't miss Boy Gary this Saturday at the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, hosting a block party before the Firebirds football game. Don't miss
the Firebirds.
When you got a name like Firebirds, are you sure it's football? I think it's a two-hand touch team. Don't miss Stuttering John's Band appearing for opening act.